Man. Okay. Here we go. Welcome. Here, life is a cruel experiment, and the road to humanity, as you know, is paved with anguish. Tonight, the dice continue to guide the unbroken Prometheans on their pilgrimage through the sanguine universe. Theirs is a tale of purpose, inspiration, and hope. Welcome to the wrong side of heaven. So, last we left off, our delectable team of dead deviants. No, sorry, I'm not going to do that much alliteration. They arrived at the ludus of one Gaius Eular Tyrannus, a veritable force of nature, a glorious entity whose whole concept, whole identity is that of training champions, taming beasts, enslaving mortals, and achieving glory. And although his style is a little bit dated, the glory that he sort of emulates is no less prevalent in modern day society with MMA, boxing, wrestling, sport fighting. There's always going to be that fascination with that sort of thing, and he is the Lord Fey of such concepts. They arrived at his house, a Roman lanista atop a cliff. They traveled by boat with Grisnak the Corpse Maker, their Fey patron, all the way from Necropolis to this Arcadius, House of the Rival, where they... What is up, glorious Moses? Where they had but a single task, but a daunting task, to learn the weaknesses of Gaius Eular Tyrannus, learn his wants, his aspirations, learn what he would be willing to part with, what it would take to get him to put Despot on the line, learn more about Despot, learn more about the other contenders, who is the champion that was going to be at these games. What role does he play in this? How to navigate the future and to secure sort of an alliance. And at first, the Unbroken maybe felt a little out of their element. Socially awkward individuals who'd only studied humanity from afar. It took them a while to sort of get that these aren't humans. These are more like dream creatures, constructs. They're real, they can punish, but they're not people. They don't react to us the way people would. Something in their fey nature, their weird, if you will, prevents disquiet, or at least blocks many of the effects. And the group kind of loosened. You know, Moses talked to the gladiators, talked to Despot, talked to, what was his name? Base Knuckle, the ogre, who, he wasn't an ogre, was he? He was a beast, I think. Maybe he was an ogre. One of the larger ones, who told him a little bit about life as a slave as opposed to life as a guest, life as a changeling as opposed to life as a Promethean. What about the life differences between the house? It was a learning experience. Gradually, they learned that some of the servants wanted, and of course Gaius wanted some of the gladiators of the rival house executed. That was an option to gain favor, but perhaps doing so would alienate their relationship with Grisnak. They had to sort of navigate this. Eventually, an idea came to them to petition to one Tommy Wonder that if they won, even if they were allowed to win, they didn't need the wish. They just needed victory. They could give the wish away as prize. They could promise the wish to Tommy Wonder if he helped them to win. The victory alone was all they needed. To broker this, a brazen Adonis felt it was his role, and he was actually quite good at it. He sauntered over, much to some of the Unbroken's dismay, and he was able to kind of communicate with Tommy and find some common ground. Tommy walked him away from the crowd, off to a private chamber, where he did absolutely nothing except sort of get to know Adonis a little bit better on an emotional level. What are you willing to kill for? What are you willing to die for? How much does love mean to you? Does love mean to, as much to me as it does to you? And then that's where they started to find the differences. Would you kill for it? I'd kill anyone. Would you kill them? Oh, I see. So your love is a little bit divided. You love many things. It became and that was when he decided that he would help, that he could help, but it would still be up to you. He could play a song that would make everything a little bit more pliant, a little bit easier on the vocals, on the heart, make everyone a little bit more, or less, I suppose, composed and willing to act on their vices or act on their urges. And so, with a song secured and some interesting touches kind of secured, Tommy went and played amongst the band, hung out there for the rest of the evening, granting 9 against to all who didn't have them, granting extra dice, less minuses on things they were unskilled in. And another plan blossomed into being. Okay, now we need to amp up Grisnak. We need to get him to challenge Gaius. Now that this is all pliant and this is willing, we need to get him to put that monster on the line. And the group did. They walked behind like muscular, dead, Azoth, flame-engulfed bodyguards. Like you could practically feel the crackle of their aura as they just sort of fell in line one by one as Grisnak sort of swole with power, not only getting drunk on the boon provided by the contracts of music, but also by the fact that these are champions. His Despot monster was magnificent, but Despot was not built for what they are winning now. The Unbroken are built for the games, for these games, not just for slaughter. Despot was built for slaughter, and he's great at it, but he has no mind for traps. And so, with these taunts in mind, with these things in mind, he challenged and provoked and declared that that Gaius couldn't do the things that he did, that he couldn't train the creatures, that he couldn't handle it, that he didn't, even if when he gets his hands on the things that Grisnak has perfected, he still can't unlock their fullest potential. And he proved this by unlocking command words in his monster that sort of triggered a hyper death transformation, more tentacles, more muscle, more size, more health. And although this was, it proved his point, it perhaps was unwise in showing that there was more to the champion than just what Gaius had discovered, just what he had witnessed in the arena and copied. But challenged he was, and Gaius recovered with, I will put my Despot monster on the line. But you think I can't do what you do? You think I can't wield Prometheans like you wield? I'll prove it. Put them on the line. And, he was like, more or less, these are my guests. He can't just put them on the line. So he had to turn around and, all right, is this part of the deal? Are you okay with this? Because deals in Arcadius are very binding. And so the team looked around at one another and nod, slowly nod, hesitant nod, and finally River, okay. The group had pledged themselves. And like Alaskis just said simply, it's all right, we just won't lose. And just like that, the Unbroken had set themselves as staunch defenders. The Lanista would have to now honor this. He would have to find a way to get his Despot monster into the games, whether he wanted to or not, whether he wanted to ever see Esperidion again or not. Now he has to not only participate against his stillborn little brother, who refuses to be little or stay dead, and now he has to participate against his estranged concept. Ex-wife is not exactly correct, but it is the closest thing we could draw from this. There used to be, a Domina and a Dominus to the house, and now there's just him. So, kicked out of the house, sort of flipping the bird on the way out, to the Unbroken return to Necropolis, feeling really good about themselves. They'd goaded their rival into putting the Despot monster on the line. They were one step closer to getting the Blackheart bauble from the Vault of Souls. All they had to do was win another thing that they'd been winning all year long. Would it be harder? Sure. Would there be more traps? Yes. More danger? Sure. Whatever. But it's just more of the same. And Moses is like, no, he's talking for us now. But they did return to Necropolis to get their train on. And they needed to develop Athenors. And that's what they did. The last ones who hadn't figured out how to quell torment, how to store their vitriol, now that they realized Pandoran enemies were something that were likely to be used against them in such a place, they needed to protect basically their progress. They needed save points in their bodies, locks that they can kind of store all their vitriol behind. So that way when Pandorans nommed on their bodies, they weren't just taking all their progress with it. And so there were some sessions, some kumbaya sessions, some spiritual alchemy, if you will. But Athenors did develop over the course of those 2 weeks. The last of their experience points, the last of their vitriol was put to good use, learning new abilities, new techniques, new powers, and understanding how to transmute that vitriol into a usable substance called reagent, something that could be sacrificed to quell torment, or used to put Pandorans into dormancy, or used to kind of enhance their own abilities. So, in your chambers, in the dead apartments, in the mausoleum, where we find you just days before you are supposed to gear up for the Winter Games. How do we find you, and what new revelations does your character sheet bring us? What new things have you learned? What new powers and abilities have you gained? And what new Azothic symbol does your body bear? Basically, what's your spirit animal? And very much sort of a 7 deadly sins. How does it reflect on your body as a alchemical symbol? Is it always invisible? Does it flare when used? Like how the phoenix flares on the shoulders of Alaska when he quells torment? Like, what's your animal, or alchemical symbol, and how does it work? As I sip my mystery drink. They're all on mute. Like, do you see what they're doing to me, guys? Like, what is this? Every single one of them is on mute.
I don't know. I forgot. I was trying to find what Linda's was, so that's why I wasn't going first, because I realized I had to play her as well.
Yeah, we talked about
for a second.
I know we did.
I always forget that, like, I'm not just me, so I will go.
I'm never alone here.
Okay, I guess I can go first.
If you do want to like I respect your anime secrecy. If you don't want to reveal it, except in the moment of when you find yourself using it, that is fine. It just means we get into the action faster.
Right? Is who's going first tripping us up?
A little bit. I'm just trying to figure out what you guys did, what you spent your EP on, what you're getting ready for. Yeah.
I'll go first.
Adonis, former of Throngs.
So what Adonis has been doing in his free time, and in addition to studying the book, the book, he's hit a wall in the book, so he's been focusing on his Azoth. Mm-hmm. So he's been studying his Azoth. He's been spending vitriol and experience to sort of refine that Azoth and smelt it a little bit further along the journey into becoming a soul.
Mm-hmm.
Part of that process was crafting an Athanor. Now, in all of the books that the Genesis Pact left behind that, explained Athanor, all the information that Alaska gave us, nothing that he found really resonated with him. And so he really just let his newly further refined Azoth sort of take the lead on it. In the crafting of the Azoth,
Mm-hmm.
and what came out was the Azoth, the Athanor of the Swan.
Yeah.
Its guiding principle is protection. I have a little thing written here. If we have time,
Of course you. The Wibble.
I just had it. Where is it? There it is.
Always time for one less Athanor.
Rest in peace.
While stunningly beautiful at peace and surprisingly intimidating when provoked, the swan is the archetypal protective mother, guiding and guarding her hatchlings as they acquire the skills and knowledge that they will need to be fully fledged adults. Likewise, Prometheans drawn to the swan Athanor feel a drive to protect their throngmates and friends. As close to humanity as they tend to be, they know all too well how quickly moods can sour, especially in the face of disquiet.
Mm-hmm.
They are fierce defenders of their people and are quick to soothe hurt feelings when attempts at friendship don't go quite right.
Yes. The Swan.
And when he activates his Promethean boon by spending reagent, I can buff my intimidation. So basically, just like these are my ducklings. Fuck off.
I'm gonna call that Black Swan mode.
Yeah, when he activates this power, he gets this. You get the impression of an angry mother goose or an angry mother swan.
Mm-hmm.
His posture becomes aggressive. He stands at his full height. He stands at his full width. When he speaks, it's loud and with authority and power. And the Azothic brand is his Throng brand is right here on the side of his neck. Oh no, it was right here on his arm. So on the right side of his neck, it's two stylized. What it looks like two swan heads that are stylized into making a heart.
That's tight.
Aw, you're so sweet. I can't find Megan's anywhere. Did Megan ever tell anybody?
I just know that it was the golden retriever.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I remember you told me that, James. I'm gonna let her do hers. Like, for right now, she's just...
It's hers reveal. She's staying quiet. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that's also 100% on brand for Linda. She doesn't reveal anything right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's overthinking it. She's thinking of the logic. Yeah. She's going to deal with it.
Process her own shit before she reveals it to the group.
Yeah.
All right, well, I can go next, but mine is... I guess like what I'm doing in the 2 weeks, but being normal River. Just... training it up, trying to get strong, messing,
Yep.
Training with each person when they have downtime or they want to, just like, continuously learning everybody's like skills and like where they're getting better and what they're doing and how they're growing, because she'd like to observe everybody like while she's training herself, because that's what she does. But she's also like during this time and like having the training with everybody, she's upping her A's off, which allows her to like really kind of expand. So she's all the way up to 6 A's off now. She's just getting crazy. Constantly in the back of her mind to fulfill her promise to Moses, which she is damn near there, which is dope. So that was pretty cool. But I would say during this time, like when like the Athenor that like comes from her is the eagle. Very good one. But I'll just read like what's in the book that says, sometimes called the vulture, this Athenor is associated with Zeus's eagle, which ate Promethean's liver each and every day. The eagle symbolizes authority and the right to wield it. Prometheans who develop this Athenor like to be in charge. They want others to heed their word. They might even be a little miffled when they're not. And they aren't stupid, though. They are willing, or they will listen to others and contribution for better ideas. And I feel like that is very fitting for her. Of like as she's going, she's just like taking in that authority of like helping and training and listening and learning and all that kind of stuff.
The eagle is tight.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so I get 9 against for persuasion skills, just because I'm very, very persuasive. It's hard to say that to me. I have much authority. You listen to me. But I would say like her symbol is like a full eagle, like on her like back and like shoulder blades, like it crosses like her like from shoulder to shoulder to like mid back.
Yes.
And then there's like talons that like peek around her neck, like it's holding onto her shoulders, but it's like on her back.
I'm with it. Very cool. The eagle. Fuck yeah. We got some birds in this one so far. We got the swan, the eagle, the phoenix.
I didn't say it yet.
Oh, I was talking about Alaska.
Oh, that's right.
What? Anyway. Yeah. I think that the whole time too, she's like very stressed out and like trying to calculate and really like gain as much knowledge as possible because of like she knows that they can't lose. So even though she was the voice to agree that, I think secretly she'd be like, oh, okay, now it's like now we got our whiskey in our cup, we got our big boy pants on. Serious.
Yes, it's serious now.
It is very serious now. It's always been serious, but it feels extra serious now.
Yeah, it's all on the line now.
Yeah. So I think that like she's constantly kind of in the state of like probably like overthinking and quiet just because she's like so focused. I'm sure Linda tries to break her down and Rain tries to break her down every once in a while, but like for the most part, she's very like, I can do this. We can do this.
I love it. It's a good one for a leader.
I'll go next.
Harder to follow this than go last, I promise.
It's harder to follow, but oh yeah, do the same thing, following this and going last.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, yeah, you don't want to. I feel like anytime I'm like, if this is not gone yet, I'm gonna go.
Do it before you have to sing after. Do it before you have to sing after what's her name? After Abby.
It's so bad.
Oh God. Yeah, going up after James had to go.
Yeah,
up
at
after
karaoke, I had to
Great.
go up right after a professionally trained fucking.
Oh, we went to
Theater.
We went to Pictures last night, and there was some not professional singers up there. It was pretty rough times.
That's funny. Okay, so I chose. Well, they both would have been a bird.
That's kind of the point of karaoke, though.
I know.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
it was super fun.
Is for the not professional singers to sing and be cheered for.
Or it's also for like the
Josh
like
sang, and it
the,
made me laugh.
the ones with skills to
good.
be like, let me just stunt on someone real quick.
Oh, I mean, hey, listen, yeah, no, that's
Absolutely.
there's
Josh
definitely
drinks
an
a few
amount
beers
of
and he
pride in
loves
that, but, like,
karaoke, and it brings me so much joy.
But
I always end up cheering louder for the people who suck than the people who do great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
art is not reserved just for professionals.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to be like, here, Jack, drink this. Now go unlock Sunshine and go sing. I know you're still in there. I put your song up there, and you just hear like the opening notes to fucking to Beauty and the Beast, and you're like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!" Get your Gaston on. Okay, what do we got?
Okay, I'm gonna go. So I guess in the last 2 weeks, she's been training, but she's been trying to like, aside from raising my Azoth, I raised my composure as well. So I feel like I've just been like, I think probably training with Alaska.
Yes.
And so like with the Athenor, yes I will. With the Athenor Phoenix, I was just really impressed by his healing and being able to bring everybody back. And so I was just like, when he went down, it kind of solidified her reign that she was going to try and be that as well for the team. So we have like more than one healer, and so then I can heal more than just like through lightning, which is great. And then I think that like through that, her and Alaska were probably trading in ways that they were probably hurting themselves. So that's how I feel like my composure probably got raised up. He's like, jump over this wall, try to skate. And then he'd like break an arm. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just heal that. Give that a shot.
Test dummy on me. I need to try out these new tricks anyway.
Yeah, so she's just been doing that, trying to be easy. I guess I can read a little bit about it. Here we are. Oh, I lost my face there. Oh, I took a picture. That's why I lost it, because I don't have it anymore. Ha ha ha. Look, where's the page is gone. No, it's really gone. Okay, so Phoenix is consumed by self-immolation and rises from its own ashes. Looking forward to pick themselves up, dusting off the challenge. My affinities are stamina and medicine. And I can spend a reagent to heal wounds. So I can take 1 point of reagent for 2 points of bashing or 1 point of lethal. And then later, I guess redeemed wound is like after you reach humanity.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, she'll get the quick healer merit.
Nice.
That'll be cool. So yeah, another way for her to heal aside from lightning. So I can use Pyros or I don't have to.
Yeah. If you're completely out of Pyros, you still have your stores of reagent that you can call upon. Right. All that is left is Zomozis.
Mosicron.
There's an Alaska.
Alaska has the...
We already know Alaska.
Alaska also has the Phoenix.
Do either.
And that it plays
So like
pretty
you guys were
mostly the
training
same.
together, and then you both had the same.
What's fun about that is that the Phoenix is
Yeah.
a Tammuz lineage Athenor. It sort of shows like we have more of like a brutish, grounded nature. Like you could choose any number of lofty things, but to be grounded and to be healing, and it's a bit of a calling. Like his represents more like hope. Like people start to lose hope when they're wounded. They start to, when they break legs, if they haven't figured out how to heal, maybe they didn't spend any time learning those transmutations that allow regeneration. Maybe they're panicking. Like his whole thing was about hope. And so for Rain to learn that and take that one and sort of have her own reasoning behind it of just like, watching Alaska go down with those sudden arrow strikes. He was like, that's it. I need to learn how to heal more, like even more than I already do. And who knows? The Phoenix may continue to evolve as your Azoths continue to rise. So what's Moses packing? It's not a bird, I know that.
Definitely not a bird.
It'd be really funny if it was, though.
It's not.
If it just has wings for no reason.
Is that why you're cooler than me?
Well, these past extra weeks, Moses has been solidified in the endeavors of honestly becoming stronger and being able to withstand more. He's come to think of himself kind of as a shield, and always just like a staunch protector and defender. He can't go down because if he goes down, then the odds of another throngmate going down increase. He wants to be the one that no one has to worry about and one that can endure almost anything. Especially because apparently he likes to get himself into some really big scenarios by talking or not talking very big to some very powerful people in the name of uplifting those that are enchained or can't always protect themselves. In doing this, he has spent a lot of time running basically the gauntlet of what he calls like the pit of death in the valley of death, and just literally moving, jumping, braving and enduring as many obstacles and elements and traps as he can without ever breaking down. The summer games and the autumn games taught him the importance of resilience. And with that, he has been testing him, but he has also been watching, and it's not his. It still doesn't quite speak to his whole core, but it is the foundation for belief. But he has followed much of River's example and has opted to utilize an Athenor that's usually reserved for the Osirians. And he has adopted the symbol and the sigil of the dragon, which technically doesn't have wings but can have wings.
Yeah.
It's not a bird.
It's not a
I
bird.
almost picked dragon. I almost went with dragon. That would have been fun.
This is the dragon is a sonic force of flame and wealth. Its scales protect against the fire and heat of its own internal furnace, and its layers scattered with the treasure that rightly accrues to it. Prometheans who choose this Athenor tend to be highly ambitious, but they exult in overcoming obstacles that would cause others to hesitate, such as confronting fire itself. Allowing him to, with a Promethean, fight Promethean's enemy, but the dragon scales offer some protection from it. Whenever the character suffers damage from fire on the turn in which damage is inflicted, he can reflexively spend one reagent to convert aggravated damage to lethal damage.
Nice. That's insane.
And this boon activates only, or can only be activated during the turn that it is taking damage from fire.
Yeah.
So, even if armor is dismantled, even if he comes across things that he can't really see, these games, he's noticed have a lot of fire in them. And he's also spent a lot of time getting through obstacles and helping the others get through obstacles when fire has been one of the most dangerous oppositions. So, by protecting himself against the flames, he feels like he can become stronger for the unit.
Hell yeah.
In doing so, his training has allowed his strength and fighting capabilities to increase, but more so it is taking his stamina to superhuman heights.
Scary new heights. You're at 6 now?
7.
That's right. Unholy stamina lets you just kind of go. 6. I found those lyrics in I was doing Whiskey in the Jar, and I was like, oh, he does say 6-7. I just did it. All right. Glorious souls. Shall we let time fast forward? Is there anything you wish to do or say to one another before the Winter Games? Is there anyone you want to talk to? Any activity you'd like to do? Last words necessarily? You'll obviously have this opportunity once you're underground and ready to walk out onto the grounds of the arena into Labyrinthium. But, nerves could be getting the best of you. Here, you're in your chambers.
I don't think I have necessarily anything I would need to say, but I would say as we're leaving and heading towards the arena and it's actually we're walking up, I would be probably very firmly grasping Ray's hand. I would just be that instinct of just holding hands as we went into this unknown,
No? Okay. That's good. I'm with that one. But anything else?
me?
No, just in general for the unbroken.
You good.
No, I thought you did
I
it.
was getting all amped up, but then I as we were going, as soon as we were leaving, I'd just be hand in hand. Where's my lady?
Oh, you're muted. There's so much mute happening today.
Oh yeah. Rip has got a new squeaker toy, so I've been muted just so that you don't hear that in case. But
I don't. Well, for now, I don't think we can hear it.
Good.
It picks up barks pretty well, but not so much squeaks.
Yeah, he's been squeaking.
All right.
Nothing from my part.
No. I'm so fucking proud of you guys. I'm so proud of us. We've come so far since our first drink in the Mosaic.
That is a true statement, Adonis.
Now we're gonna set up
Just
Fate
kitties
Gods
back
for
then.
love.
I'm sorry, I missed what Rain said.
Oh, it wasn't that important. I said, and now we're gonna set up Fate Gods for love.
I don't know if Linda would say anything. I feel like she would have some calculated. Actually, probably not. She would secretly probably just be right behind River, somehow salty that she grabbed Rain's hand instead of hers.
Can't win.
She's not a lady of many words, so
Yeah.
she'd probably I feel like she would just be, as we were leading up, I feel like she would stick close to me, but who knows?
Has Tommy stays at Gaius' place?
No.
He's not with us.
Tommy left on the pyramid ship. He crossed realms. He resides under the He resides under the patronage of different Fey Lords called Alpha and Omega. They represent sort of the eternal hunt, predation, huntsmanship, sort of the thrill of it all, the wild, the primal.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't carry himself like a gladiator so much, more like a Craven the Hunter type, just with pretty boy attitude on top of it. A little bit before on the day of the games. So first, everybody gets back their willpower points. Just replenish them full over the course of 2 weeks. Replenish them full. Same thing with Pyros. No need to roll for it, but over the course of the 2 weeks, you've been rewarded with ample lightning storms to the point where you've just been brimming with Pyros, not overflowing like last time, but able to get to full. Enough overflowing that you're able to use it to heal your wounds, so you can get to full health, full willpower, full Pyros. You start fresh.
That's how you know it's going to be a bad time, everybody.
right. Rather than 2 weeks passes, do the math and heal.
That's how we know we're going into some danger when the storyteller says, "You know what? You're full health on everything. You got it all. You're fine."
You find a chamber with a bunch of chests and health potions.
You find a chamber with a bunch of chests, you run, okay? Because that means something bad's about to happen.
And a door with a save icon right in front of it. I don't trust this.
And, okay, I just want to make sure, sorry, just because I was not here last time. So is Tommy with us in this game, in the next arena?
Yeah.
He's against us.
He's against you, but you have made an oath to somehow to work together.
To not attack each other, and then...
No, that was never said. All that was ever said was that he would allow you to win.
He would allow us to win, and we're giving him our wish.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. I'm he's not with us at any time or anything like that.
He didn't say anything about playing nice or fair or anything like that. Just that when it came to his own victory at the end, he would allow you to win.
Oh, good. Thank you. Just confirming. Just wanted to make sure I was understanding that correctly. Oh, Lordy.
Fucking somewhere in the universe, Virgil's like, yeah, no, he would never give up the opportunity to hurt you. Even in his good moods, he'd like to hurt you.
Heard.
Yeah, he'll probably still just hurt us.
I live for the pain.
All right, my unbroken. Time passes. Days, nights, storms. Before you know it, dawn is coming. There's a knock on your chamber doors. Come on, everybody ready? It's showtime. Got everything all nice and loaded. You guys are gonna go win us the despot monster back, and to get my boy back. It's gonna be fucking great. Everybody got your leather on? You know it's the really good leather, like people leather. Oh, and the entrails. Oh, you should see the beasts that we pulled those from. The bones, damn near unbreakable. You put a shotgun blast to them. Don't, but you could.
Don't, but you could.
Come on, open the door.
You did it.
You open them. You see Charsing in his winter finest. It's very much like the Monopoly guy's suit or Mario all white tux, except it is stained rancid and frayed. It was white, maybe when he got it this morning, but any amount of time in Arcadius, just the sheer farty atmosphere has stained the whole thing. This odd shade of it's like white that frays to yellow and brown.
The farty atmosphere.
The farty atmosphere. When you smell that, the bunghole is fresh this morning.
Ew.
Guys, we're gonna win.
Ew.
I just know it.
Yeah, we are.
I just know it. I have no idea what they're gonna throw at us, but winter maze. So let's just get for the obvious, right? It's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you ready for the cold?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Low visibility. You ready for that?
Yeah.
All right. What about traps in the cold and the low visibility? That's probably going to happen. Lots of them. Lots of little spiky shit flying at you.
Okay.
All right. Mentally prepared for fire. Mentally. All right. Good.
Yes.
Everybody get your pointy things. Your stabbies. All right.
Oh yeah.
Spear. Shank. Fists. All right. So you get the skateboard, right? Whatever.
Throwing knives.
Throwing
Machete.
knives. All right. Well, if you die out there, well, I'm not actually too worried about that. I've watched you die a few times. But if you really bite the bucket, it was nice knowing you. No, you haven't been a nicer bunch of lads. Seriously, the last three that were here, they kind of kept to themselves. But you lot, just, you're beautiful. Bringing a tear to my eye. All right, come on, let's load up. And he saunters off, and as he walks away, you see that his coattails have just, it's like they've been scorched away by, and there's just like a hole where his fucking acidic flaming farts have burned away. So you just get to see his ass cheeks through the little hole in his, and he's walking away. He's like, come on, let's load up. No shame, no even knowledge that it's there.
But his butt is just hanging out.
Yeah, it's very pale butt. Pale, bony butt. Skid marks. And he kind of waddles his way. Corin, are we loaded up? Yeah, man. We got it all loaded up. Nightmare's been fed and ready. We ready to rock. We gonna win it.
Let's go, everybody.
We're not 1-time, not 2-time, not 3-time, 4-time champions. That's what we're bringing home. Are you pumped?
Hell yeah.
You all pumped?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I think so. So we're gonna try not to die.
Right.
Stay away from Despot for the most part, and then get to the middle, and Tommy will let us win.
He looks at
Right?
and he's like, "Whoa, I didn't hear that part."
Oh,
Yeah, man. Did you secure a deal? The World Walker's just gonna
Yeah.
let you in?
yeah, man.
Yeah, dog. By any means necessary, we're gonna cash those checks and break those necks. Load up.
All right.
Cash those checks and break those necks, people. Let's roll.
And then we'll also try and reconnect Asperidian with guys. Great.
Gordon's like, that sounds ambitious. Ready, girls? He's talking to the horses. Nightmare's just.
It is very ambitious.
And you see the wagon, just faithful, wheels looking like they're about to rot off, frayed human skin caravan, stagecoach style, opening in the back, easily big enough to house about 8 to 10 gladiators plus gear in the middle.
So we got some wiggle room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is it just us with Graphway or with Charsing and Corbin?
No, Charsing, once you guys start to load up, he's just like, obviously I can't go with you. I've got to meet up with my bigger self, and we've got spots in the pulvinus, but I'm going to be looking down.
Yeah.
You'll smell me. I'll be there.
Looking forward to it.
He pats the caravan lovingly. I don't know exactly what people say in situations like this, but I don't dislike you. I what's the fucking word? I hate you. No, that's not right. Do good out there. Yeah. Have a good one. Break a leg. Don't break a leg. Don't break nothing you can't heal. All right, I'm out. I'm fucking this up.
Find a new leg.
You see him start to
I
head back to the spiral. Alaska's just with you guys. I'm ready to load. I'm nervous as fuck. That's how you say that, right?
Thanks.
As fuck. As fuck.
You did say it right, and
As
same here, buddy, but it's time. We stick together, we got this.
Yeah. Yeah. And fast, like last time. North, roughly.
Yeah. Well, float up. River's gonna climb in and just like sprawl out.
Alaska follows. All right. Rain, Linda, Adonis, Moses. Loading up.
I like wiggle on. Check the chair out.
Yeah. Moses
Pop a flask out of my boot, take a swig.
sits in the corner, just looking outside the window of the caravan, ace on her shoulder.
How's Ace doing?
Ace is nervous, but I have gotten faster.
Moses is not getting in, he's staring at the caravan.
No, he gets in and he stares out the window of the caravan.
Oh.
And sort of looks out one of the peepholes, watching the hyperspace fly by as it starts to.
River's not gonna say anything, but she's just gonna like place a hand on his leg.
Okay.
You got such broody fellas in this throne.
A moody
Between
fellowship.
him and Linda.
Linda's a broody
Big
fellow.
guys, big guys, big guys with big feelings.
Big guy with big feelings.
The horses
But I
take
think
off.
Nothing we haven't done before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also very nervous. I don't really like it.
Hooves like thunder. Everything shaking. The sound of a world breaking open. The ripping of reality. And then, once again, that beautiful scent of fresh air, except this time, it's not all spring. It's not summer. It's not fall. It's Arcadian winter. And you immediately feel the chill. have the back flap as the horses sort of slow down. You can kind of peeking out the windows or looking out the flaps. You can kind of see everything in Labyrinthium is frozen over. The hedge walls have this layer of frost. They're not twitching or moving like normal. And you can already hear the crowd. The stadium in the distance, what Labyrinthium is and sort of sits within, is already flocked with Fae of every rank from the lowest to the highest. A wish is on the line. There is something awesome to be seen here today. All of the stops have been pulled out. It very much has that sort of, kind of fire and ice vibe where there's like frost moving into the air, but also because of these amount of torches, you can kind of see like exactly how cold it is by comparison. The icicles on everything, the 300-foot tall walls that just rise into the sky, and the throngs, to use that term, of people on goblins, imps, pixies, fairies, kobolds, and other just sort of like elves, dwarves, creatures of all kinds walking through, trolls, gnolls, anything that wants to buy a ticket and see the games on all sides of you. You hear the chattering, some in common tongues, some in foreign tongues, but there is a buzz of excitement and the chattering of teeth and creatures sort of fighting out the cold to get inside where they know they'll at least be kind of warmer on the benches. Firebirds, sort of phoenixes, yes, I suppose, fly about the stadium, providing their wing beats, sort of providing downdrafts of warm air that kind of keep the crowd, in it. The beautiful podiums, 3 of them in particular, overlooking the games with Esperidian's sort of circular podium with the fucking moth just sort of over there. It's a magnificent spectacle. But there's that dread feeling, as you know, that anything could happen in there. What is different? What is familiar? You prepare as best you can. The trot of the horses, the nightmares, they pull you gradually away from the crowds, away from the vendors, away from the ticket keepers and gate masters, and down you go. Underground, you can hear the difference as the hooves clatter on stone, ka-ta, 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 ka-ta. And the echo as you are now deeper in. You hear the snorts of the horses, you hear their crackle, you feel torches, or you can hear torches on the wall, and see them as you look out from the carriage. You realize you're kind of going downward, 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 and then evening out underground. The weight of the Colosseum is immense, and with every pound of the audience, dust sort of shakes in the wood and stone rafters, and the whole place doesn't really feel like it should be able to sustain the level of excitement, but it never breaks. It just creaks, and the horses come to a stop. We're here, my unbroken. I've not gotten the privilege of training you myself, but it has been a pleasure watching you grow. I don't have nothing for you but words. Nothing I can give you. I don't own nothing. I've worked for Grisnak all my death. I've never seen the house this close to getting back to what's theirs, to getting back that spark. You put a little bit of life into us. Gave us a little bit of soul. And I'm grateful. So do your best out there.
May that spark start a flame. May that flame grow to an inferno.
I'm going to talk to Grisnak. Maybe that spark can become a flame. Maybe the House of Rot becomes a waypoint For your kind, when you find yourself lost in the hedges. You've done good, guests. You've done right by me in the house. I'll be rooting for you.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
Really?
I'm gonna leave you to it. There ain't no gate in
You sure
here that
don't-
could stop you.
You don't want to come?
Out there with you? Onto the
Yeah.
podium? I didn't train you. It wouldn't be my right. You're not my monsters. But you are monsters, man. And don't you let anything stop you. You think that despot's a monster? You're monsters. You're the unbroken. And you're gonna win out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get myself a seat. The gate will open. Listen for your name. You know the drill. These moments are yours. And he just sort of pats the carriage, and the horses sort of, or the nightmares sort of neigh and follow him out, and he kind of takes their reins and he begins to lead them out to the stables and then onwards to find his own seat so he can watch from the stands as his house is elevated.
Beautiful.
This time is yours, Unbroken. Mere minutes, maybe. Minutes that feel like hours. I should say hours that feel like minutes. As the crowds and stands fill up and up and up and up.
You look so big.
I feel like River's like kind of bouncing around, just getting herself hyped up.
You hear that electric hum as the bright one starts to buzz about. That sort of lets you know that his microphone voice is spreading throughout the audience.
We got this, guys.
Weapons activated. Armor on. Everyone's got... Okay.
Armor on. Weapons strapped. Get myself hyped up.
Okay. Pull out this.
What's our marching order?
Don't let him show fear. I don't know. Sorry.
That's a good question.
Okay.
That's not the right answer.
I know. But if anybody has a preference to go first, they can. They don't always have to be first. One, two.
Same as last time?
Yeah. Me and Rain, Linda, and
Me.
Alaska, and then Adonis and Moses.
Nice.
Let's go in as twos.
Alaska, Linda, Moses.
Remember, think but be fast. Don't think too long. But don't rush ahead.
And don't split the party.
And definitely don't split the party.
Unless they split us. What do we do then? Nope, I'm overthinking it. Fuck.
Don't let them. Just like, what happens if we lose? Doesn't matter. We're not gonna.
Oh yeah, that's way easier to remember. I like that. Why am I overthinking this? I just won't let them separate us.
Could we tie ourselves together?
That's a good one. We could, yeah, in the moment. Just really fast. Like how you
Lasso.
saved Linda. Okay. Boom.
Oh no, let's go.
The drums pound throughout the arena, and the horns begin to blow. You feel the stones of this ancient structure shake. The reverberations. The reverb? I don't even know how to say that word now. The reverberations.
Reverberation.
The reverberations. It's like I was missing a verb. The reverberations were rippling through your body. You can feel them in your bones. You can feel them sort of shaking your organs and even sort of affecting your Azoth as your body starts to kind of cook. Not necessarily hurting, but you are getting primed. The Unbroken move closer to the opening gate. Out from that spot where just the bars seem to be holding you back. Bars that you know you could break, but probably shouldn't. You can see out onto the grounds. And the maze isn't circular this time. It looks to be a massive stone cube. Not living hedge walls, but walls of gigantic... you just assume it's not natural stone, as it doesn't look natural. It kind of has this... obsidian look to it, that sort of slick volcanic black glass, but it also gives off an immenseness to it. You know it's not brittle. You know it's not thin. You're not even sure if you'll really be able to interact with it, but maybe you can. You don't know. It's different. All you know is it's not the same hedge walls that you've come to expect. It's not living cornfields. It's not giant vines or plants, although those things could certainly be in there. It is 300 foot tall, and you can kind of tell that there are parts of it that look like they can interconnect and close, forming a ceiling.
It's closing us in.
Closing you in. And you haven't had that before. You've always had this sort of openness to the mazes, a sense like if you were able to get up high enough, not that you ever tried, that you'd be able to like, hey, look, there's the audience, kind of a thing. This gives you a feeling of entrapment and isolation. It's different. Almost immediately, you can tell that in a cube, the pathways are going to be different. The northwest won't necessarily be as accurate. If it's still using doors, those are going to be much more frequent. Your minds start to kind of just gazing at the monolithic structure. You're going over it. Ladies and gentlemen, lords and legends, myths, monsters, and magical mayhem constructs, welcome to Labyrinthium. The rumble of the crowd. You know that's in each of the different pens. Though you cannot see them, you imagine Despot with his mass walking up to the gate, just allowing the walls to stop him, cape flowing about him. You imagine Tommy Wonder sort of setting down a drink and walking away from a party to make his way to the front of the bars and patiently just sort of roll his neck, waiting for the concert to begin. And there you are, the Unbroken team of 6.5, maybe 7, if you count Ace as a full member.
100%.
100%. A team of 7 going up against 2 teams of 1. It is an interesting game. Introducing first, the latest entrant to the games. Oh wait, hold on. I messed up. Well, before we go any further, did we want to woobity, was there any time in since you arrived in Labyrinthium that you wanted to try and break away and talk to Esperidion? Or did you want to just sort of let that whatever happens?
No, I guess not.
Because there's always time for a flashback. You could have taken a little bit of, you had a little bit of time in there. Could have tried to walk away, go do a thing. I know it was on your agenda. I just sort of got hyped and forgot about it. But did you want to attempt?
No.
No.
I'm okay. I feel like I'm hyped up and nervous already.
Okay. All right. Yeah, right. I don't want to bring that hyped up nervous energy to Esperidian.
Yeah, I had remembered it, but I figured that we didn't interact with her because she probably went straight to the wilderness or whatever. Not a big deal. Go ahead. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
She's stubborn anyways.
She is a bit stubborn, and so is Gaius. But you can imagine that he's sweating in his booth.
Sweating in his boots?
From the lands of Arcadius. He is the tyrant of the arena, remastered. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Despot 73!
Wait, I thought he was 50.
The gate closes, and Despot strides out, clad in gold, muscles rippling, cloak flowing from his shoulders. And you just sort of see him from your bars rise up to the podium, and he is even larger than before. And you're looking at his eyes, and you're looking at his aura, and your skin is crawling. You feel like he is radiating wrongness. Like, it's not the same sort of resigned countenance he had before. Now there's malevolence in his eyes. A sort of aggressive cruelty that wasn't necessarily there before. He looks less human and much more monstrous.
Oh, good.
The crowd goes crazy because I'm to use my dumbass wrestling terms, this is Goldberg coming from WCW. Like, this is brand new. This is the legend of an entirely different company showing up on your show. This is a crossover event in Marvel. Like, they did not expect to see him here in these games. And there is big pleasure from that. Huge sensations. You can sort of see the aura and the glamour from the crowd. They very much are pleased with this. And the next contestants, they are the number one contenders for the seasonal games. They are the Firebringers, the children of Prometheus, the Unbroken. The gate closes. How do you exit? Or enter, I should say. How do you enter?
I feel like I enter just like fist waving.
Alaska.
I picture Linda being very straight faced and not chanting or anything. Like, she's being very like tough lady.
Like a soldier walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see the soldier walk.
I think Rain is just like walking, trying not to be too crazy. Because usually she'd be like, oh, but she's just like trying to maintain composure with like sparkles of cracks at her fingertips.
In that waiting area, are there any like representative like banners or tapestries of like the different groups that are participating in the Winter Games?
Tapestries of like flags of the houses?
Yeah.
Yes, there are. There are banners of the different houses.
I'm going to tear down one from the House of Rot.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tie it to my staff. And as we walk out, I'm just going to swing it above us, behind us, representing like the House of Rot colors as we walk out.
Go ahead and do
All
a
right.
presence plus expression, my friend. Presence plus expression. Let's get the crowd going. Let's see how they feel about it.
Let's get them riled up.
You have the support of your throng behind you. So 9 agains. You're aided by spectacle.
Can we see the purveyors of the games? Do we see like the actual troupe, or do we just see like faceless stands?
In the I see what you
Can
mean.
you see where booths are? Can you like see who's watching you? Like,
you can see the as you walk out, you can see the audience is sort of they are shaped like a normal, almost like a traditional soccer stadium around you, around the cube that is the maze. It is, you aren't mortals necessarily. You are supernatural creatures, and as such, you know that what you are seeing is not necessarily the true face of these fays, but it is what they call a mask. It is the mask that they wear in public. So you are seeing goblins and elves and dwarves and dragons and ents and pretty much every rank and file of a fairy creature that you can imagine. But as you get from the podiums, the really big ones, the pulvinuses, you can see there are only 3. There's the pyramid-like mothership that is sort of just like parked above the stadium, representing Alpha and Omega, who have taken their giant forms, and the sort of the front shielding of the ship has peeled away, very much like Galactus on his throne, and they are just there, both in their stone giant forms, glowing eyes, just looking down, and they are incomprehensibly large. Titans to Kratos, the beings you could climb for days and maybe not reach the top. By comparison, both Gaius, which in his podium is, you can hear it, you can see it, there's the incense burners, there's the revelry, there's the trumpets, the music, the food, the curtains, the railing that he likes to look over, and by the fucking gods, are we starting yet? And you can see him glowing like the sun, but he looks small by comparison. Like, you're looking, that's a 15-foot tall entity with control over his height, but even still, Alpha and Omega make everything here look and feel very small. Even the moth in the center, what houses Esperidian Citadel, that loves to just get that aerial view and look straight down onto the games, looks small. Alpha and Omega have a size advantage over everything here, and you don't know if that's just like posturing or if it's just intentional intimidation. Yeah. Oh, and you can, of course, you can see Griznax. His tent is, or his pulvinus is always shrouded in as much black cloth as possible to keep out the light. He doesn't like to see it, feel it, hear it. And there are braziers that burn and provide this sort of emerald smoke that just smells. Well, it smells like home, actually. Now that you've been there forever, you're like, it smells like Necropolis out there. But it's horrifying, It's stink bombs in paradise.
It's gonna smell so good when we get out of here.
But yeah, you can see everyone. Dragons. It's a fever dream. And you're not really sure, exactly how to react because you just know that this isn't reality. This isn't the material plane. This is just how it's been. But it is an overwhelming sensation to be under the eyes of so many mythical creatures.
Yeah, I know. I was staring at us.
Or cheering. Some throwing things. 7. The crowd likes you very much. You are the Firebringers. You are their house champions to an extent. You aren't necessarily the champion of the games, but you have won every game that you participated in this season and now have the right to challenge the champion. They've never seen anything like you, and they expect your streak to just sort of continue as you do, burning, breaking, fighting, they've never seen anything like it. It is a brutish display of I'm gonna get to the center.
Very stretching.
Well, Adonis is doing that, and everyone's kind of waving around. Moses will. He has his hood on, kind of like shielding his face. He's really just not really want to look at anyone specifically, but because he's definitely got a lot of darker thoughts in his head going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he will still bow in the direction of Asperdian's Fulvinus. He'll bow and raise his fist in the direction of Grisnex Fulvinus. And
You just see a meaty hand come out of the folds.
He would kind of bow towards Alpha and Omegas. And then with Goddess, he looks from underneath his hoodie, and then he will slam his fist into the ground beneath him, pull out a chunk of earth, and uses his shock transmutation to shatter it.
Ooh.
And he just stares at there, glaring at that bright aura.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's pretty sure you can't really see his face, but he's just glaring at the sun.
Yeah.
And all he's growling to himself is, I'll never be your slave.
Mm. Mm. I love it. I love it. That aura. So what's really fun about this is when you use your shock transmutation, right now everything's performative because you're outside of the of basically the containment zone. So when you use your shock transmutation, what's your Azoth?
4.
Entire neighborhood. So in a blast around you, your Azoth, very much Dragon Ball Z or Spiritual Pressure, Bankai, boom! You when you there's like a shockwave. The earth sort of trembles a little bit, and some of the stands to your left and right, or even all behind you, just in a radius for about a whole city block, a whole neighborhood of fans just. And they can feel your power. When River starts to power up and spends transmutations to sort of move her body, and all of you, I think the highest Azoth amongst you would be Rivers. So taking the highest Azoth, as you all start to power up, as you start to kind of get ready for it, an aura around you of almost like multicolored, like prismatic fire, like that, like the first day, like when you formed your throng, is sort of like crackling, boom, and explodes. It doesn't do any damage, but it's just expression, and it's as wide as an entire city. So the entire stadium and for miles around feel your power.
Yeah.
And the crowd, as you take you walk to your podium that you're waiting to be unleashed from, you can look across and you see the despot monster with its head down, eyes closed. It's not sleeping, but it's certainly not breathing either. For all intents and purposes, it just died until waiting to go again. And the champion. From the primal wilds, the Hunter King, the slave to music, the song of Arcadia, I give to you the World Walker, Tommy Wonder. And it's kind of like a rock concert. Music, or like, you see steams and sorts of, and pyro, and out he comes running. Just running down this sort of almost an invisible ramp, smoke trailing at his heels, moving incredibly quick. Vaults through the air. You have time to see like his sword on his back, guns on his hip, coat twirling about him before he sort of lands on the podium. Just not even trying to go extra, just his normal like flair. Slow motion, you can see the dust rising up around him, the crackle as the contracts of music start to activate, granting him powers of altered perception, control over like the flow of time and objects in motion. It's a pretty fantastic power set. And he looks across at Despot, who's just dead, and then the Unbroken, powered up. He can feel their power. And he just flares his weird 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only actually 1 dot higher. And so he flares his weird, and it does seem to go pretty far. This feeling of music and sound and aura and energy. But it also tells you something. Collectively, you've come a long way. The World Walker is powerful, but he's not out of reach anymore. If you keep going, if you keep training, if you work together, maybe you are more. There's a good feeling there. But the audience, what they see is a champion. They see their champion, who's won for the last decade through cunning, trickery. Now then, the stakes. And you see the bright one, who's like no bigger than my fist. It's a Tinkerbell of a announcer fairy. Little wings just blazing about faster than a dragonfly. This is the Winter Games. The objective is not simply to get to the center. The objective is to claim the Winter Sword, which is embedded in the back of the legendary Hydra Gorgon Shutterstone. And once claimed, bring it to the center. The first team to bring this sword to the center and plant it into the anvil is the winner and the new champion of the Winter Games. This is a hunt. From the moment you enter, Shutterstone will be aware, because that is not just a maze, that is her lair. And it has lair traits. And it will be horrible. Teams, are you ready to enter a winter hell? Tommy
Oh yeah.
gives a sign,
I think I'm ready.
poses.
Are you guys ready?
Despot just opens his eyes, and they are green emerald flame that just sort of courses through his muscles and twitches him to life.
The House of War banner starts flying through the air with much more vigor
Rot.
and purpose and confidence.
House of Rot.
House of Rot, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
What did I say?
War.
House of War.
House of-
And understandably
House of
so.
That's okay.
We have to find the sword and
Feels
get it.
changed. Feels changed. They gotta change the game.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Feels like a change in the game. Looks like a change in the game. Takes place in Changeling. Not a change in the game.
Oh, wait. Alright, this guy's gonna be way worse than the worm for sure. We can do it together.
Is this a Christmas story? No.
It's them together!
Together.
Oh, ah!
Look at him. Look at him.
Oh yeah, Linda.
All right.
Oh god.
Here we are. The final moment. 3, 2, 1. Begin! The podiums drop, and you see Despot just boom, vaults into the air, just clears the 100 yards and lands in front and just charges into his entrance. So you've each been positioned at 3 different points of a cube. Sort of like Tommy on the left. Tommy on the left, Despot on the right, and you guys sort of on the middle. From the moment you enter, you know immediately, just like last time, you won't really be in the same quadrant as your adversaries, but you could find each other in there. So, you take off?
Yeah. I feel like he's charging in.
Tommy Wonder vaults in. You lose sight of him quickly as the unbroken Azoth churning through your veins, Pyros enhancing your movements. From the moment you enter those walls, you hear a like once Moses and Adonis have cleared it by about 10 feet, the doors behind, boom, and the ceiling, and it is dark. There are lair traits in here. From the moment you set foot, you can feel the extreme cold. Now, for some of you who have autonomic control or weatherproof, this might not hit you as hard, but the cold numbs the flesh, draining energy. Azoth doesn't flow as well, and Bash cannot be healed without supernatural means. So no, just like waiting 5 minutes to heal your Bash. You'd have to spend Azoth.
Right.
It is a level 2 extreme environment, dealing 2 Bash per hour. And after the first hour, it is a -1 on all actions. It advances every hour in penalty. You can feel that the cold in this place, the longer you stay, the harder it's going to be. It's like a meat locker. All around you, there is rolling fog that sort of creeps about your ankles and spirals up around doors. All visual perception rolls and ranged attacks are penalized by 1 per 10 feet.
Ugh.
Furthermore, frost and snow covers the ground and it ices the stone walls. All perception rolls are automatically reduced by 1 unless you're using something like a sensorium transmutation to overcome it. In some places, the snow and ice pile high. Every 4 inches could begin to impede your movements, moving about your ankles and piling up. Depends on how high it get, but 4 inches, 8 inches, 12 inches, 16, 20. Like the higher it gets, the harder it gets to walk around and move and fight without having to also move tons, piles and piles of snow around. If you are, like I said, weatherproof or have autonomic control, the extreme environment penalties are negated, but the visibility and movement effects still persist. So you're not going to be suffering Bash per hour or having to worry about your extremities going under. But visibility and stuff from moving about in a blizzard, extreme cold, and a fog is pretty difficult. And the last thing is it's obviously a maze, but it is a maze crafted by a Hydra Gorgon. So whenever you try to retrace your steps, it's impossible unless you can succeed on an Intel plus Composure roll.
Even with Linda's
even with eidetic memory, because the maze isn't staying static, it's moving and switching in regards to because it's not exactly in one place. It's like the these are lair traits from Beast the Primordial. This hedge beast is in many ways a primordial monster. The walls are 300 feet tall, or 100 yards, with a ceiling that grows over the maze. It has a, in terms of like how much like could you potentially hit it? It has like a size of 100 each wall, which would give it something like a structure of 100 plus if you wanted to, attempt to attack stone. So, knowing all of this, from the moment you enter the winter maze, dash in, things close behind you, visibility lessens, the cold closes about you, you see the ice on the walls, and immediately you realize you don't have options directly in front of you. There's a wall. You have left and right options. Or from your perspective, pretty much you have east and west options. West would kind of lead you, as far as you can tell, east and west lead you in kind of similar directions. long corridors that hit walls that maybe would, provide passages this way. So if you went west, you would eventually hit something that, gave you like a south option. If you go east, you'll eventually hit something that gives you a south break. So
Does either side look different?
make a perception check. Since you're at the front. Rain, do you want to help since you're at the front as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for anything I can see at all.
Traps and stuff?
Just
Okay.
anything that stands up different on either side, you know what I mean? If they're kind of the same.
I got you.
I hate this already.
Rain, roll wits plus composure, and give your successes as extra dice to River.
Am I also rolling wits plus composure?
You'll be rolling wits plus
later.
composure. Yeah, plus her help.
Is this already part of our -1 or no?
Yes, it is.
But I don't have that because of the weatherproof.
Yeah, but that's why you're getting her help. So Rain, you will be at -1 for this.
Hey, get out of my sleeve. Hey, that's good. The number comes first. 3, total 3.
All right, River, +3. And you are weatherproof, but the visibility is still going to be a factor. It just stops you from taking like the extreme environment penalty. So your body won't be getting hurt from the weather, but it's still hard to look and move through. So you're
still get -1?
No. You're representing the larger group as a whole. So you're going to do wits plus composure +3, -2.
It looks pretty okay over here. What do you see over there? That's not like a 3 successes. It looks pretty okay.
Looks good to me.
It looks cold.
Yeah,
3 again. You both see that, and you're looking east, you said, River?
Yeah.
East to west, as you're glancing, neither wall looks different in the slightest, except for indentations where something large maybe moved by. There's kind of like a crack in the wall, you could see almost like if there had been I guess you could say a large snake maybe was pressed or slammed into the wall and indented this colossal stone at some point. But aside from that, there doesn't seem to be any difference between east and west.
And the crack was to the east?
Yes.
All right, just seeing that, and the only difference, I'm going to turn to the west and just keep moving since they look the same and hope that it goes south. All right.
Moving the team west, you curve around, you hit a wall, you curve around a corner, and you're starting to move south, and you see a door. The door is kind of at an angle. Think of it as a southeast looking door. You get the sensation that it would sort of deposit you maybe into a corridor or sort of inner in the maze, not so much the outside. But the door is a massive steel thing with bolts around it and a kind of a lever door, like a ching.
That's our only option.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell back to Linda, which is me. But because she has that the fire site, right? To see if there's any heat signatures over there. Is that the right one?
Yes. Fire site does allow to sort of look for heat signatures in an area, and it has been sort of used to see through the walls, and sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but you can kind of get an idea if there's warmth on the other side.
Okay, I'm going to use that just to see if there's anything.
Let's see. Are there any sources of heat? Go ahead and make a perception roll for Linda. And she's trying to look kind of past the door. How far would you say past the door? 10 feet? 20 feet?
Yeah.
30 feet?
I would say just I don't know, maybe 10, 15 feet.
Okay.
Just on the other side, you know?
Perfect. Do
What am I
her
doing?
wits plus composure minus. She's only going 20 feet, so -2. And as she sort of strains her fire sight, extrasensory perception.
She did not roll a single success, so there's no fire.
She looks sort of kind of through the door in many ways. You see her eyes kind of change colors. She grows kind of still. And this isn't the same as like checking for traps necessarily. She's just like looking for sources of heat. And after a moment, no, I do not see any. It is cold.
Cold's good.
Cold feels good. I mean, it feels really cold actually, but I mean, cold's good. Cold's not fire.
Moses, can you hear anything? Or do we just keep going? You have sensitive ears, right?
He nods and activates sensitive hearing.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you sticking to sort of like visual perception, or now auditory perception, or are you investigating? You know, like getting in, moving things, pushing things.
He's going to investigate, but because to him the nature of the maze is really looking for something that's living. So he's going to see if he can hear sounds, breathing, rushes of air. So he's more using his ears to search rather than his eyes.
Okay. Go ahead. Ears more.
But
than
he is like
eyes.
actively investigating though.
Love that. Go ahead and roll. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll leave that there. Go ahead and roll wits plus composure. We'll keep it that one, since you're not like touching things or like grabbing the knob and listening that way. But let's give you a bonus.
I'm sorry, I have to pee. I can't hold it.
That's all good. Go for it. We're getting close to our break, but it's all good. No worries.
Yeah.
Sensitive ears. Hear things you might not otherwise be able to detect. Go ahead and give yourself a +2. And then it'll last until you choose an instant action to turn it off. And sometimes I forget, but I'll try to remember that like your hearing is enhanced, like loud noises will hurt. I'll try to remember. Not that we want us to, but what'd you get?
Four.
4?
Yes.
I like that. Okay. You actually do hear some shit. Getting real close, kind of telling everyone to be quiet and just really listening, honing in on only your daredevil-like hearing. You, what do I call these things? Got a name. Move, Mr. Wonder. You've already entered. All right. Yes. You hear intense but hidden buzzing. Like caged and agitated insects. And they are... Let's see. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you hear them, and they are... they're nearby, ahead of you, and below you.
Yeah. I'm going to relay that information to the class, and I'm going to whisper to Ace to keep from sight.
He vanishes immediately. You can tell he's close. He's just not visible.
Okay. Stay close. Keep from sight.
On it. I'll ask you. What is it?
Buzzing. Like wasps, bugs. They're ahead and below us. Just lots of them.
I like bugs.
Wake up, Elias.
Okay.
I think while they're using their brainy powers to investigate, I'm just gonna like start by first like lightly touching the wall and seeing if it reacts. Just like
The door?
no, just the walls.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Probably
Yeah,
not the door specifically. Like, is there a different kind of vine?
I get what you're saying.
Or
There are no vines on these walls.
reactive?
You when you go to touch the wall, it is just like stone that has never experienced warmth. There's ice that has begun to creep up across it, and putting your hand there too long, you feel your natural, like when you pull your natural heat starts to bond to it a little bit. When you pull your flesh back, it's like sticking your tongue on a frozen pole. It's like some of your skin comes with. It's just that cold.
Mm.
So it's like glacial cave or caverns
Yes.
in the Arctic.
Mm-hmm.
I like that layer of skin.
That was my favorite layer.
Weird.
I love that.
Okay. Well, guys, I think we should just start moving, but I don't know.
You have your guard bonus on the other side.
Yeah, but at least the vines in the walls won't eat us.
That's true. That is a positive.
What's that?
I'm gonna like check to see if the door, like the handle is, like if I can open it, because you said it was like a big like lever handle.
Like a katunk, yeah.
Yeah. So I want to like see, but I'm gonna kind of like I am gonna go like kind of slowly or like hesitant, but I just want to see if it like will even open or if we would have to like break the door.
You give it you start to move it, and you can feel that the mechanism does give. It's not locked. Or it will give. It's not locked, I should say.
Are you guys ready?
Careful.
Any objections?
Be careful, just don't walk right through. You could get sliced.
I don't know what you said.
Everybody be prepared to duck the other way. We don't know what's on the other side of that door.
You know what
Did the door
buzzes?
go in or did the door come out?
You know it buzzes. Oh, that's fucking weird.
Does the door go in or does it come out?
It's a pull. It's a big, heavy pull.
All right, I'm gonna like usher everyone to like kind of get behind me, like as I open the door, so that you're like covered by the door until like the last second. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. And you begin to open it as everyone kind of arranges behind you.
Uh-huh.
All right. Oh, it's heavy, but you're strong. You pull this, what feels like, several 100 pounds of door. Just the metal gives off this tremendously loud groan. Just it's agonizing. But on the other side, you just see kind of a squiggly corridor. 100-foot tall roof ahead, 100-foot tall walls, but they're sort of like a lightning bolt pattern. It's a zigzag, and it is dark. Just fog, that sort of, when you open it, the fog from your chamber just whooshes in and merges with the fogs from that chamber. And you can kind of get that sensation that like you're just entering another section. Air pockets being moved around when doors are opened. And the air in here smells still stale, still cold, still frosty, but there's this lingering odor of it's like I don't want to like serpent. Like it has that sort of reptile funk. Kind of a
like snake poop mixed with sawdust.
Yes.
Wow.
Like a hamster cage.
Yeah. There's kind of a like a rodent staleness to it. And the floor ahead of you,
I'm imagining the chicken coops.
It's just it's just stone tiles, each one just clunk 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 clunk. The floor beneath, or yeah, it's all ahead of you. It's not just like slick floor, but like tile, like worn down, potentially like it gives you the feeling that temple tile, like something that might have been worshipped here once. And the buzzing to you, Moses, is louder, but to anybody else who doesn't have sensorium or sensitive ears, you can't even hear it.
But you told us there was like bugs, right?
He said like wasps was his quote.
Yeah.
Like something buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to like I wouldn't say like extra cautiously, but I'm like definitely like in an athletic stance, but like gonna move forward. And I'm gonna use can I use a Pyros when I'm just like doing my thing right now?
Yeah. You can use Pyros for anything.
I'm gonna use the Pyros to activate perfect reflexes, just to like increase 4 to my defense for the scene.
Just in case something is gonna come at you. Yeah. Okay. And you're walking forward. You're gonna be the one to start moving forward tentatively.
Yeah.
What do you think? At 5 feet, 10 feet, 15?
I would say like my goal is to be like almost like 10 to 15 feet like ahead, and then like beckon for them to like slowly follow, like as I'm like going through. So I'm like kind of like checking before they come through to hopefully like not all get hit with the same trap.
I got you. Go ahead and roll wits plus investigation. As you're moving alone, nobody else is helping you, but you're moving slowly now, and you're testing your environment. Because you are aware that something is here buzzing you, so you're not moving blindly. You're investigating.
You said investigation?
Mm-hmm. More of a interacting with your environment role, as opposed to just a perceiving your environment.
Wow. 1, 2, 3.
3? 3 successes. So let's see.
I got 3 9s.
Okay.
I don't know.
You are moving ahead. You're moving slowly. You're looking at the walls. They're slick, they're icy, they're cold. Ceiling far above. I don't see any nets, no traps. Okay, below, he said buzzing. So let's touch this tile. No. Moving ahead. These tiles safe. This tile safe. And as you're investigating, as you walk ahead, you take another step forward, and one of the stones beneath your feet gives. It gives way completely, as if made of thin paper, like it wasn't real at all. And your foot, just that foot, sinks in about 3 feet, up, pretty much to your kneecap and above the thigh a little bit, just chunking in. You take a bash, except you don't, because you have armor. Your armor body pretty much just clinks against that. You hear a chunk sound, suddenly followed by angry buzzing, as dagger-like stings, except again, you don't immediately feel them. You feel pressure and anger and some sort of like little bit of stinging as you more or less stepped into a wasp of what's called splatter flies, hedge flies. As these, they begin to swarm up around you, biting at you.
Just me or everybody?
Just you. But you all see this cloud just, and they start to swarm around the exposed parts of you. Not just, of course, the bits that are covered by leather and bone and gristle and muscle, but like your face, your ears, your fingers. Go ahead and make, this is going to be funny. Go ahead and make a stamina plus resolve roll. And I believe, yes, you are a Promethean creature, so you get a +4 against toxins and poisons. So the joys of these traps is that they are traps that, this creature has successfully employed for generations of slaughter, but they weren't always going against dead creatures with toxin resistance and undead immunities.
Whoa.
Let's see. 15. So that's going to be...
I got 5.
5 successes. Nice. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You are not poisoned at all. These things, yeah, you begin to move. You on instinct, you're moving, you're swatting.
Can I use shock on my hands and start like grabbing them and shocking them?
Absolutely, you can. Go ahead and that costs a Pyros, right? To send them, to get them going. Go ahead, spend the Pyros, and you get them moving. The splatter flies slam into you, and where they stab, think hornets that rather than just like dying after they've stabbed, they explode like tiny little shrapnel grenades of body and carapace. And they're buzzing against you, and you withstand all of the poison. You are stabbed and injected with these little poisons over 100 times in under about 5 turns of just buzz before you're able to swat most of them, and they're exploding. You're covered in little insect gore, but you take no damage because of the armor, and you withstood the poison, which was actually a pretty heavy like you got 5 successes, but this was a fun one. If you had gotten 3, let's say, your superhuman constitution wouldn't have been able to overcome the Arcadian poisons. So you were close. You did really good there. When all the buzzing is done,
so if they're like attacking me, right, and I'm like not feeling or like getting poisoned, can I be like moving forward as it's happening so that they're like following me and I'm just like, come on, let's just go.
Yeah.
Because they're like focused on me.
And yeah, plus with the cold and all that, once released from this spot, within just a few turns, you can tell that this isn't the environment they're meant for. They start to freeze and die. Those who, the threat doesn't last long. The intent was definitely like poison viciously the person who, and it could have. That was a brutal one. But with the splatter flies exploded all around you, you covered in gore. You run forward a bit, and although you don't find any more traps, you do find a lever, just like pull the lever, Crunk, a lever sticking out of the stone wall,
pull the lever,
and it is sort of wrapped in reddish orange cloth, like the bandana of Raphael, the Ninja Turtle, like that reddish orange, like hot red or hot orange cloth.
That's at the other end?
That's, it's about 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, you zigzagging through the corridor. It's about 40 yards in, and it's halfway through the corridor. You could tell the corridor moves a little bit further to a door and then an eastward direction, but those are options. What you have achieved is forward momentum.
It feels like a clearly marked lever.
It's a clearly marked lever. Just a lever by itself with no instructions or marking around it. Just a cloth that was sort of like tied around it and left there to sort of wither in the wind.
Does it look like a new cloth or an old cloth?
It's a fair point.
Does it look like somebody just placed it
looks
to
like an
mark
old
this?
cloth. Like really old, like weathered to time. And it's grimy too. Like it has been grabbed before. Slightly blood-stained, slightly dirty. But with that, I think we should hit our break, because we're right in the middle of it. We're in the maze. We got to get everybody caffeine, so you're exactly as amped as I am. All right.
Get out.
For now.
All right. We'll see you guys soon.
We'll see you in a bit. We love you, squad. And we'll be back. Going to break. Hello,
I'm
hello.
ready for action, people. I hope you are too.
We're back and we don't crack. Wait, it said the stream. It just said the stream ended. Did you actually put us back?
Oh, but I accidentally clicked it, but I went back online.
Okay.
I did. I
So we're
clicked.
on. We are on.
We're back online. It says live, but it's
Oh,
22
I love
seconds.
it.
I'm sorry, people. I did not mean to click that button. It was an accidental
We are
button.
back. We promise.
We're back,
and ready to play.
Hey. Oh no.
We're back. Don't leave.
We're back. Don't leave.
All
We're
right.
back.
Do you want to check to make sure? Like, I don't know, refresh? Or
No, I
something?
have. I mean, I watch it.
Okay. All right. Oh, yes, we are back. We are back, and we are in the winter maze.
We are by the lever.
Hey, okay.
Okay.
Well, is she going to the lever? Because I'm just gonna like pace up and like jump over her little swarm hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I was getting like stung. I'm just like, let's go, 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 go.
As everyone piled through, you can still tell the tile floors, very much that sort of temple vibe. Where River stopped, there is indeed a small, just a lever sticking out of the wall, room to be pulled. It's wrapped with old, sort of grimy, kind of old blood. It was once a vibrant red color. It's now kind of a red-orange color. And it just looks like sort of like a bandana that was wrapped around the lever and just sort of left there. But past that, because the corridor does indeed continue another like 20 yards, you see a room to the south, archway, doorway, and these doorways are massive, but the door is definitely shaped for people. Like the idea is for people to be moving through here. How the Gorgon or whatever was told Hydrogorgon, well, however that thing moves through here, you haven't seen yet. These passages are pretty narrow. The walls on either side are about maybe like overall 10 yards. Like they're pretty thin. Not a whole lot of wiggle room, not a whole lot of fight room. So if there is some massive creature, you're not sure.
Well,
yeah. Passage south, and then northeast passages as well as the lever. So about 3 options from your current location.
I'd say if
you
you're
almost see that first because you're like going forward, and I'm still smacking
Doing
on my knees, shaking them off.
I'm gonna say I stop at the lever if she hasn't quite made it there yet. But I think if we're gonna pull it, then we gotta make sure that everybody knows so that we're ready to jump in case our floor falls. The thing.
Yeah, the the splatterflies lasted overall half a minute, only really assaulting the person that stepped on the nest. But if that, that's 30 seconds. That's definitely passed by now.
Oh.
Wow, loud noises. Loud bang.
So yeah, if you're gonna pull it, just make sure everybody knows to jump or something so we don't fall. But I think you should pull it.
I feel like corridors are the easy answer. I feel like if there's a lever, we should pull it. What do you guys think?
A lever is a bit obvious. What if that's the bait?
Yeah, but we also have to find the sword, and like, what if it's down there, or up there, or behind the door, or whatever this lever does?
Sword's gonna be on the monster. Gotta find the monster to find the sword.
And I feel like a lever opening of a corridor might give us a monster.
Hey, I'm with it.
Maybe it's been locked away. I checked up.
I don't know. If you guys want to move forward, we can. I just feel like if we keep moving forward and we don't have what we're looking for, then what's the point?
Well, mazes are big. Try to picture where you are. We're probably like still at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more points.
Right. Maybe there's more areas.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think-
Hey.
Fancy red button that I just want to push.
I don't think there's right answers. If I'm just being honest, if I'm going off my gut, I don't think there's right answers here. I think everything is a test. I think if you go south and you try that door, that's a test. I think if you pull this lever, that's a test. I think if you find anything, it's a test, because this isn't a normal maze. It's a lair.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to worry about like doing the wrong thing. I
Just the wrong ball.
It's all wrong until you get the sword.
All right, everybody, get close. Let's do this. Let's pull this lever.
All
Unless
right.
you want to
Well,
keep
maybe,
up.
I don't know. I'm not going to get too close.
Well, like, get close to each other is what I meant.
I'll stand close to you. I stand close to Rain. I know, right?
Okay.
Shoulder to shoulder. You're tall.
Yeah, but if the tile falls out. Okay, go ahead. Do it.
All right. You pull the lever, and and the stone in front of you, just sort of like part of it that was frosted over with blue, like bluish white ice, sort of gives off a shing, and the squiggly chamber floods with light. Then every creature within 100 yards, whoom, you suddenly feel yourself atomized.
Turn it off.
Digistructed. You're gone. There's no turning it off. And for a moment, there's just this fear of, oh my God, I erased myself. But then how am I thinking? Are my thoughts in a void? Everything's black. Oh my God, I don't have feelings. I'm just thoughts. I'm just thoughts. I'm nothing but... And then you're back. And you are in a completely different room, but River's still holding the lever. And you look, and you're all the same, but you've experienced something. And you realize that you've been transported, and you don't know where in the maze you've been transported to. Just to a lever, and you look at it, and it too is grimy, and it too is wrapped with orange. Now this room that you're in, as you look around, the lever is on a wall. So you've got a wall in front of you, just wall, and then to the left and right, wall. And as you turn around, you see that about 80 yards away, a wall, and it sort of curves and turns into a pathway, sort of a southwest curve. You don't know exactly what that means or where you are, but you just know that you've changed locations.
Is everyone okay?
Alaska, that was righteous! Do it again. Pull it again.
We don't know if it's going to send us back or if it's going to send us to a different place.
Oh.
Let's just pulls it again.
Moses pulls it again?
You're going to rearrange our insides.
You are immediately atomized again. You experience nothingness. Sheer, profound nothingness except your thoughts.
You did it now.
It lasts for about a minute, but it's long enough that you're aware that you don't have nerves, you don't have taste, you don't have sensation, but you have all of your thoughts and feelings and fears and anxieties and wonders and concerns. And then you are back in the squiggly corridor with Moses' hand atop Rivers because he pulled the, and it and it resets. But you are back in the squiggly corridor with the south option and with the northeast options.
So back where we started before we pulled the lever the first time.
Yes.
Okay, the question is do we want new scenery or do we want to just continue on this route?
Okay. I experienced it. I experienced it twice. I'm going to walk over here. Give me a moment.
River, like, hand
Off
on
of the
River,
bed.
looks at Moses, and then turns the other way and just throws up.
You swear there's like, you throw up and there's like whatever you ate that day, but there's also like patches of darkness. Like you throw up pure void.
I hated that.
Let's not do that again.
I don't know if that's good for me. What if not all of me comes back?
Yeah,
But also, that was
I
kind of cool. Can we do it
I
again?
don't like not being.
Does not matter. Did not see. We moved to different place.
Oh yeah, and then back to
And
same
then
place.
Lever had same color brag.
Maybe if we find another lever with a different color.
Left, right, teleport. All wrong answers until we find creature. Move further through the maze. Could be quick escapes. Faster way to move around. Don't like feeling, but couldn't help.
As long as we don't have
color
to
levers.
teleport again for a minute, let's just keep going.
Dang it, I kind of want to
South.
go over there. Yeah, south.
No.
South, I guess, yeah. Let's do it.
All right, lay down. Wow, lay down, girl.
South doesn't pull lever.
He pulls a lever again?
Do you?
I asked. South doesn't pull lever, but my hands on it. I didn't.
No. The corridor. Don't transport me again. I'm gonna throw up
You already did.
again.
Yeah.
I got nothing left in my tummy to throw up.
Then you won't.
She dry heaves.
So we have the south and the east exit, correct?
Yes, there's a south door, and then the northeast passages. You're not necessarily sure if there are more doors that way, but there are passages.
I whispered to Ace to scout the northeast passage. Don't go too far. Do not be seen.
On it.
And then I will go to the south door, and like before, I will see if I can hear signs of life, wind moving, a death spit, music, anything.
Gotcha.
That would indicate that maybe this should go to where we need to go. So I'll send Ace that way, and then I'll move over to that door while other people regain their innards.
Linda will go with Moses because she also has sensitive ears. So she'll go with Moses and activate that and help him with whatever he needs.
Okay. Actually,
kind of want to pull.
since he's
Sure,
doing
want to pull
a
more
scout,
I want to pull the lever.
What if lovers take us to Cinder? What if lovers bring us food? Maybe different lovers do different things.
What if we don't come back after we pull the lever again?
We'd have to pull it 2 more times
Okay.
to come back.
What if lover only pulls half of us
do you?
and the other half stay behind?
Hey,
Do you wait for Ace to return before you move ahead, or do you investigate the door while waiting for him to return?
I'm investigating while waiting.
Okay. As you approach the door, just sort of moving in that zigzag pattern, south, east, south, and then you hit the door. You can feel the corridor open. The door is now in front of you. You're facing south, which is just forward to you. But and the door is, once again, just a big castle door. This is... Let's see. Check the notes if there's anything going on with this. Go ahead and roll wits plus investigation +2 since you're using sensitive hearing.
Okay. Is Linda doing the same?
helping?
Does Linda have you're
She also has sensitive hearing, and she also
Yes.
she has fire sight. I have aura sight, but we both have sensitive hearing.
She has sensitive hearing as well, so she's going to activate hers and then go help
then help.
Moses.
okay. Go ahead and roll your successes for wits plus investigation, River, and add them to Moses. He gets those as extra dice.
Okay, so I'll
Linda.
have to wait.
Linda. Linda.
Linda, listen, Linda. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, the door is a thick, kind of twisted steel thing with a picture of a Medusa head on it, but like not like ornamentation. Or I guess it is ornamentation, but it's engraved into it.
Linda got a 3 to add to your dice pool, Moses.
+3.
Oh, like it's not like added on as a sigil, it's like actually carved into the door.
Moses heard some about running up hills and switching places.
And then it'll be just -2, Moses.
-2.
A 2.
Okay, those were successes anyway. I don't want those dice. Four.
4.
Yeah. One more rerolls.
6, 7, 10.
Honor to be old.
An honor to behold.
Foods and views. You swap places.
And dynasty.
Somewhere deep
Okay.
in the corner, you hear a grandfather clock chime.
As you're listening intently, you not only hear, you don't really hear much from this door, but you do hear signs of movement, like from elsewhere. Like now that you're listening intently for Despot, you hear, you're just kind of, everyone's quiet, everyone's dead quiet, and you're hearing like footsteps that are loud, like not trying to be quiet. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Things that are traps that are going off, not slowing. And then you hear a click, foosh, and there's a loud shudder, as if the entire maze just kind of shook a little. And you get the impression that something really loud and heavy just slammed into the wall. You don't know if it's Despot. You don't know if it's a massive trap he triggered. And you listen, you listen, you listen. And you still don't really hear anything from your door. But then you hear footsteps again. As far as music, listening intently for it, you do hear it. Let's see. I would say it's about, you can hear Tommy Wonder's aura from about 150 yards away, but stone, like huge amounts of stone in corridors and passages are blocking it. So you're hearing just the most muted background track of drums and bass, and every now and then bits of vocal, but you can't really tell a place. You just get a general, he's southwest and far away, with many, many chambers between you and him. As far as your door, with 4 successes, you can tell that there's something off about it. And sort of investigating a little bit, wiggling the handle, but not like going full tilt. You can kind of tell that it's off. And you realize after a little bit that you notice that there's an axle running through the door center, sort of fixing it to the wall on either side, which you're not exactly sure how the handle plays into it, but you know that with sufficient force, this door could just like spin, like rotating, like an Acme Acres door. You don't really, I mean, with 4 successes, you're not exactly sure how the trap works or what the spinning door does, but the door could spin, not open, spin.
Okay.
Ace comes back.
Spin the wheel.
Ace comes back and he tells you that there's a dead end. Like basically, like when he goes northeast, there's an opportunity to then go like northwest and another squiggle path, but there's nothing there, just cold corridor, not fun. Ace also isn't very weatherproof, so he comes back very cold, very shivering, and immediately goes into your coat, telling you all this. So there's a squiggle path and nothing northwest, but when he went northeast, he found a corridor that he was able to loop around, and it started to kind of do like you go south and then you go north and you go south and then you go north. Like, it was doing corridors, and he didn't want to get lost, but he said the corridors were lined with spikes on the walls, and they had old bodies in them.
Mm.
And so he came back. He went overall a little over 200 yards, but some of that was like backtracking and
it's his idea of close. No, I'm just playing. So yeah, he relays that to he heads back over with Linda back to the main group and says that in corner where Ace went, it's like northeast is dead end. Northwest curves into traps in the walls, spikes on floors and walls, bodies and skeletons still on them. Also, southeast can hear something big just moving, not slowing.
We should go that way.
It's like hitting traps, not caring. And then to the northwest, music, but far away. Probably Tommy. And then that door, trap, but it spins.
Mm-hmm.
So, pull the lever.
God, man.
Usually the lever will get us probably the furthest away from here, so it'll help us cover a lot of ground. But aside from that, I think we should go towards the really big sound.
I think we should avoid Tommy. Just because he agreed to help us win doesn't mean he's got to make it easy.
But the big sound?
Music
Do you mean the
big sound
despot
are
monster?
sides.
I mean, it could be Despot, or it could be the monster we're looking for.
But if it's Despot, we could just be really quiet and follow him, and then maybe he'll kill the monster, and we could then get the sword. I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh, I really wish I had practiced stealth. Why didn't you tell me we were going to do a stealth plan? I would have spent it man.
I'm kind of stealthy. Let's go towards the big noise.
We could have spent a summer being ninjas.
So that lever could get us out of here. So
the lever probably could get us out.
Right. So if something really bad happens and we get pushed back, we could run towards the lever and get out real quick. So maybe that's an idea.
No, we don't want to backtrack.
No, I know, but we don't know if it's backtracking or launching us forward.
Yeah, but if we go down the hallway and then run back to get the lever, that's not going to be
Yeah.
If it just dropped us.
I want to spin, but what do you think?
Well, we have to go through the spinning trapdoor to get to head in the direction of the loud clomping sounds. Something heavy.
Yeah. South actually, whether you're looking for Tommy or Despot, south is the direction of the sounds you heard.
I think we go towards the sounds. What do you guys think?
To go towards sounds, activate trap. Door spins.
Go ahead and make River. Let's say River because she's sort of the leader right now, and you're all pondering this. Go ahead and make a resolve plus composure roll. You're weatherproof, so you're not feeling the effects of the cold, so no minuses here. You're just checking your thoughts. Something Moses said didn't quite sit right with you. It's not that he said anything wrong intentionally, but it didn't feel like a true statement. 2, 3. You remember being back in there. Now that he said, pull the lever, go closer to the sounds, you remember when you were in that chamber. It was quiet. It's quiet now, but by the sensorium perspective, it was farther away from the sounds.
Which means it might be not in the direction we want to go because it was like farther away.
Just all you know for sure is that when you were in, for those like now that you're thinking back on it, and you're listening to like the way Moses and Linda are talking about their sensorium. Now that you're listening, like watching them when they were in that chamber, they weren't reacting to any sounds at all. It was like absolute quiet. But now watching them react to sounds, you can tell that they're hearing drums, they're hearing guitar. It's all faint. They're hearing crashes. It's all super faint.
Oh,
But
but
they
it was
weren't
like
hearing
I could
anything
kind of
before.
tell it was like muted when we were in the corridor if they couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Moses, you didn't hear anything when we pulled the lever. So that's kind of, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Like it was so quiet, it was like muted. If you didn't hear anything, I didn't hear anything, but I also didn't hear the bees. So, that was helpful. But I don't know.
Moses didn't stay long enough to hear. Just pulled lever again to see if we'd come back.
Well, I think I don't know. I'm scared, but I think we go towards the big noise.
Moses.
Quiet doesn't feel right.
Sound probably equals sword. So he'll start walking over to that south door again and wait for the other and to see if there's a way to open it without triggering anything. And if not, just wait for the other so we can brace for whatever comes.
All right. Ace is going to help you. He doesn't have a whole lot of investigation, but he is... Well, actually, that's not true. He has 4 dots in investigation. That's why he's going to help you. So go ahead and gather a wits plus investigation or intelligence plus investigation. Your choice, Moses.
So
My investigation's actually not terrible.
And oh fucking shit, Ace. 1, 2.
Investigation's actually not terrible.
And go ahead and add +3 before you. Okay, and you're searching the door. Low visibility. Go ahead and -1.
Oh, my dog got stuck outside. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. Investigation +3 -1. What's investigation +3 -1? Okay.
I like that sound. That sounded healthy.
It was actually pretty healthy. 4, 5.
You fucking made it. Hot damn. Okay, your mind is sizzling, Moses. You sit there and like
you, Ace.
You hear people behind you, and Ace is moving over and roving between, like he's using his spirit abilities to go into the walls, pass through it, come out the other side. You're touching the wall of this movable door like it's a fucking safe, like it's a vault. Like you're listening to you touch it a little bit, tap it, listening to the creaks and levers and groans, trying to understand the mechanism. And after about, waiting for everyone to get behind you, after about another 30 seconds, you understand the door, and you can disarm it. But you need Ace to do it. And together, you do it. You find the kill switch sequence. You turn the doorknob left twice, clack, clack, then right once, clack. And then, as using his little scrabbly spider claws, he sort of sticks 2 in and tick, 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 and whittles the lock, and you dismantle the doorknob, and the handle just sort of falls off.
Hell yeah.
Walking through it now, you're confident that nothing's going to happen. Yeah, it'll spin in a really weird way, but it's slow. It's not going to propel. And you also understand what it would have done. If someone had just turned the lock, the door would have Acme Acres spun and slammed into their head, crunching them in it, and then rotating back into place, but more or less either breaking their neck or pulling it from their shoulders.
Oh, we are killing these traps right now.
It took time, but you absolutely dismantled this trap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so cool.
I'm
Can you go down there?
giving myself a mental reminder that Ace is definitely going to get an extra treat so I can keep my head.
Ace did good. Ace did good.
Ace did real good. And then he kind of gestures for the rest of the group towards sound.
Silly Gorgon. We learned your shit.
Let's keep moving. Good job, Ace.
He nuzzles around you, like just sort of like little spider raccoon nuzzles before returning to Moses' shoulders. Ace's 7th member.
Absolutely.
Can Ace keep wish?
No. Sorry.
Oh, what the promise? Promises. Oh, I like promises. Promises are good. I promise to be helpful. Investigate. What now? Alaska from behind just sort of laughs. I love him.
All right, let's go. Let's keep moving.
South. Okay. You just sort of gently, like pushing a little swingy door. You sort of push it at the bottom, and it kind of gently rotates. Yeah, and you all duck under. Well, you're kind of holding it open, making sure it doesn't swing at its weird angles. But the mechanisms have been broken, and you pass through. The fog sort of creeping about your ankles. It's still incredibly cold. You feel like you've only been in here for about 10 minutes now, but there's a lot of noise now as you're getting closer. For the 2 sensorium users, for everyone else, the noise is distant. For them, it's getting louder. You let me highlight where you've been. They went here, and then deviated there, and then went back here. Okay. Opening the door, you move about 10 yards into a chamber. There's a wall in front of you that forces you to walk west. Moving slowly across the tiled floors, you again reach a wall on the west side that forces you to move north. You could tell you're sort of being kind of funneled along a corridor. You see the zigzaggy pattern of the walls, river and rain in front. Sort of moving quietly. You see 2 options. Think of them as left and right passages. If you're standing with your back to the northeast wall, you have a west corridor and a south corridor. But all of them, it's like southwest and versus south. They're both kind of parallel to one another. One leads you down a corridor that would go south and then kind of curve east out of sight. And the other one just sort of looks like a long southward corridor. To look at the 2 of them, one looks like it's going to go like this, and just sort of like wiggle around towards the center, whereas the other does something like this, and it's a very straight shot towards kind of what feels like the center. But the impression from where you're standing is that they could both do it. And they both curve out of sight.
Okay. What? Excuse me. I'm getting closer. Do we hear if any sounds are getting louder? Or are they about the same distance?
They are equidistant from this exact spot. You can, I would say the rock music is just slightly louder than the smashing.
So Tommy is closer than the smashing.
Yeah.
Last time there was like the two corridors, like there was like you said, like cracks, almost like a snake went through it. Is there anything that shows that kind of, like any kind of like cracking, markings, anything on each corridor?
Go ahead from where you are and roll Wits plus investigation. Does anyone want to help?
I will also look with her.
Look with? Okay.
What's investigation?
I'm terrible at that, but I can roll 3 dice.
Okay. Do you want to help her as in adding your dice to her pool, or do you want to roll separately?
Yeah.
Helping?
Yeah.
What are we looking for
I'll
specifically?
help look.
Cool.
What?
I'm sorry, Johnny, you said we're looking for what? Or you're looking for what?
So like at the very beginning we had like markings almost like something had like crashed through. So I was kind of seeing if there was anything on each corridor to show like markings, crashings, like something had like barreled through,
Something
you know,
else
maybe
is
just
moving
like
through
what direction it was, like, you know what I mean? If there was more in one way, maybe it was like coming from that way or something, you know? So like to see if there's any markings of like a giant beast damage.
Would that be like looking for signs of like a beast? Would that be more survival, or that would be investigation?
Couple ways you can do it. For those who are skilled in survival, you could use tracking to do it. You can do intel plus survival to track for like creatures. Basic perception rolls for those who just like to look with their senses is always wits plus composure, versus like touching the wall, looking for like if you're trying to use like your like just the sense of touch and stuff like that to like figure out traps and stuff. That's more investigation. But yes, to search for a creature like this, you could do intel or wits plus survival, or you can do wits plus composure, whichever you feel is better for you.
I'm gonna do the survival one just because I'm looking more of like damage from a beast.
Love it. 2 successes added to your pool, River.
Okay, I'm gonna do wits and survival because I have 0 investigation.
Perfect.
It's not helpful otherwise.
You've both lived in forests. You have a kind of an idea of how to track creatures.
Yeah.
3.
3 added to your
survival
pool.
or wits and investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
Jack, did you get anything?
He got you 2.
Yeah, I gave you +2.
Sorry, I missed that.
Okay. I'm going to use intel and survival. Ironically,
Also,
intel.
During this, Rain's just like walking with River, like, okay, well, we got a really big guy on that side, and if we go into him, then maybe we can fight him. Maybe we can fight some other ones, but if we go in that way, maybe we'll fight the monster. And
she's just rambling.
I love the out loud. Yeah.
What did you get, Moses, sir?
+3.
3 successive for
She just jack him.
Yep.
All right. Do I have any minuses or anything? No, because I'm not with my visual, or just because of the cold.
It's going. So you're looking sort of like for. Let's do -2. 1 for each corridor. -1 for each corridor, since you're checking for signs and stuff. And you're still having to navigate fog. You don't really feel the cold or the weather, but you have to navigate like the fog and the ice. Drift piles of snow around your ankles. We don't have the licensing for that, but I can get down.
I got 4.
4 successes. So 16 to 17. And this is SNG and PB 71.
What?
Hey.
Okay. So moving down one of them, just sort of checking it out. Let's see, investigating. Yeah, that'll do. You said you got 4 successes?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see that both of those corridors have signs of the creature. But as you're investigating, just sort of moving closely, it's almost like if you had to really put an estimation to it, it's like they were barreling from southwest, moving north, and went kind of up against one of the corridors and then down the other one. You see signs of the creature along the walls and scuff marks along the floors. And as you're looking at it, you get a sense of the thing's size. This is roughly something the size of like a full-sized sailing boat. It's quadruped, like a large lion or a scaly dog. It has a tail that often slams into things. It has huge claws that grab at the walls and propel itself down, but you get a sense of litheness, like it can maneuver through the corridors, but its tail, blah, 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 is what leaves the markings, and also ridges on its side. It has possibly come this way. You're not sure when. You don't know if these are very old markings or fresh because of the ice and snow. But you do know that these passages bear signs of the creature coming and going, but not here presently.
From the direction of the markings, we can tell it. Like it seems like it was coming from the southwest.
Yep.
To the other side.
Yeah.
So if we were going towards the southwest, that would be like going towards where it was coming from. And
again, you're not really sure if these are old markings. These markings could have been made during an older hunt, but a sign that these are corridors that it frequents. You do, with 4 successes though, a few more things become very visible. That more southwestern door, and not just the pure southwestern passage. Sorry, not door, the southwestern passage. You notice that it's off, but you've seen the offness before. It's that sort of tiled chamber, walls on either side, about 100 yards of just nice, ornate tiles. Some of them are scuffed, some of them are scratched, some of them are frozen over, but again, this place has that sort of temple vibe to the floor. You can tell immediately by looking at it, one of those tiles is going to compress. You don't know which one, but something on that tiled room is going to chunk, and a trap is going to either come down or come out. You can tell. With 4 successes, you can even kind of tell that there's a loose pattern that the creature, the Hydrogorgon, automatically avoids, almost giving you a visual way to walk to avoid chunking those tiles and triggering that trap. Not so much.
The northwest.
Yeah, that was the southwest one. Not so much for the pure south passage. Let's see. All you really can tell about the smash and grab one is that the walls themselves look thicker than the walls in the previous chambers. They're just heavier, thicker walls. The construction of them is several feet wider for no real apparent reason, but it gives you you could tell something's off. Maybe the walls contain something. Maybe their thickness is a key to something held behind. You just sense that something in the walls there is not right. But yes, signs of the creature in either direction, and signs of traps in either direction.
Okay, guys, it looks like there's traps on both sides, but it also looks like the creature's been here on both sides. But this way, the southwest way is the way I'm pointing towards. This way, I don't know if you can see it, but it almost looks like it's giving us a path to get around the trap, so I feel like we should go that way. Like maybe if we can follow his footprints. I don't know how old they are, but maybe it'll lead us to the sword.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
If he lived here, he doesn't want to get caught in the trap, so it makes sense that he'd be avoiding them.
Yeah, like he knows where they are.
Let's do it.
What do you guys think? You think so?
I think it's smart.
All right, let's try it.
I have to play devil's advocate here. It could be, oh hey look, shiny easy path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be on your guard still, but maybe it'll be good. It could be a trap. It could be like, oh, this is really easy, but I don't know.
Which one's easier? Do we take the
I don't think
harder?
we know. There's no way of knowing.
I don't
Which
want to take the hard way.
Which one gives us closer to the sound of the crashing or large mass moving?
As you pause for a moment, go ahead and roll wits plus composure plus 2.
Okay.
What's your ears sort of flourish for a moment? You are.
Does it help if she's also a sensitive hearing?
Yes, Linda could help. Does she want to roll separate, or does she want to add dice to his pool, like a help?
I'll add dice to his pool.
Okay, same thing. She has the transmutation, so if she spent the Pyros to keep it active, it's wits plus composure plus 2, and then hand your successes to Moses. Moses will be same thing. The distance. Hold on, let me count. 10, 20, 30, 40. It's actually not that bad.
She gave you a 1.
It'll be -3.
Awesome. So,
What's the roll to help Moses?
You have to have the
Brendan has
transmutation
sensitive
sensitive
hearing.
hearing because he's listening
Oh, no, fuck that.
for yards and yards and yards away through stone, and yeah, it is pretty cool what you guys are doing though. I didn't really think that you would like Daredevil this shit.
well, we're adapting. That's
You
what the
are
lasers taught
adapting.
us.
2 traps so far negated. I am impressed too.
Gone through with a breeze.
Don't get cocky.
No, I
Don't
won't.
get cocky.
Don't
Then
get
you'll
cocky,
just
bitches.
drop death.
Wait, aren't we supposed to get cocky, bitches?
I got 4.
4 successes. You can tell that southeast is the direction of the despot monster at this point, or the loudest crashing that you can hear, suspecting that that is in fact the despot. Towards that, the south door or the south passage, which puts you closer. Whereas southwest would sort of curve
south
you
with
away.
thicker walls. Southwest would kind of
Correct.
put us in. So I would relay that if we're following the sounds of a large creature, south with those walls would be the way to go.
Oh, muties.
The spiky walls?
No, the spiky walls were way back.
Oh.
We don't
Those
know
are
what's in
behind the
those-
door and to the
I got it.
northeast.
That was before the spinny door. I'm sorry.
But they could hold things like spikies or swingy blades or
Could be spiky walls. Do we want to follow the monster then? Or the loud noises?
Yeah, I
that was
guess.
our show plan.
Yeah, but that's like the least safe passage that we've decided. But
You guys saw him, right?
Yeah,
He didn't look
nothing else.
normal. I mean, not that he looked normal before, but he looks like like pumped up, like on
Have you
steroids.
seen any more levers?
Oh, no, you don't.
Ooh,
ooh,
I trust you, Moses. We can go towards the loud noises. It seems like that's what we've been doing, so we might as well stick with it.
yeah.
okay.
The closer we get, the less I want to go.
Moses asks Ace to stay with River for a moment.
He just sort of like Cheshire Cat. He appears on your shoulders. You feel suddenly 8 pounds of fluff with 8 little spider legs.
I like open up my shirt so that he can get in there and get warm. Come on, little buddy.
And then Moses will see if he can tactfully get down the hall first.
The pure south passage. Okay.
Yes.
So you know it's much larger, but you haven't done too much investigation yourself. Do you want to just run it? Do you want to, like, what is your plan?
Mm,
The one that was inside that Jordan said, like, something will fall.
Do what despots do, the despot route, and just try and tank it.
so I guess the question is, do I trigger traps or do I try to navigate?
Oh, we've been so good so far, Alaska says, but it's slower. I'm not going to lie. It is slower, but it's like very James Bond. Did you guys watch those movies? James Bond is, and he starts to ramble.
I did not.
I didn't. The guy kept switching. I didn't know who was James Bond.
Oh, yeah, that threw me off, too. I think he reincarnates just like us.
That makes sense. So,
How long have we been in here?
After this sort of period of investigation, you're gauging 13 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
Disarming those
30.
traps was definitely like it. You did it, but it does take more time than just getting hurt.
We can disarm some, but we can't disarm all. So Moses is going to trust his survivability skills, and he's going to speedily make his way down the corridor, and hopefully he can trigger and activate. They can either, hopefully it doesn't reset, but if it does reset, they'll be able to, or at least then they'll be able to see where to avoid to keep it from reactivating again.
Yeah.
Or re-triggering. So, or I mean, they all can, but I know it's going to kind of be difficult. But Moses is going to make his way down now.
It's it's about a 60-yard dash.
Okay. So Moses is going to spin a Pyros and activate. He's going to activate Swift Feet in Athletic Grace.
What?
To increase my dex by 1.
Okay. Dex goes up by 1. What does Swiftfeet do?
Doubles my speed.
Beautiful. Okay. What's your speed now?
Doubled. My speed is now 22.
So your dash is 40. Okay. 42.
Yeah.
44.
44.
Careful where you touch.
44 yards. That's pretty damn close.
River's not running after him because he gave Ace to her, and she understands that like is his symbol of like stay back and keep it safe.
So you're pretty confident that you can do it. Moses, it'll just take you about 6 seconds. It's definitely it's more like gonna take you about 4 seconds, but that's still into 2-turn territory.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to follow me into danger. You're holding the ace.
I have Ace.
If
If I run into danger with Ace, Moses is gonna literally kill me.
That's here. Hold it.
Hey,
Oh, God,
protect the
damn it.
Muppet.
It's like, right? It becomes, who do I need to protect? Here, hold my ace.
It's like he's like the mascot of the
Just
team
safety
too.
Oh my Ace.
Right?
I've got an ace up
So-
my sleeve.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not necessarily going to be like dragging the shirt or anything like that, but I am not going stealthily. So it's not like I'm trying to trigger the trap, but I'm going to, I'm not avoiding them either.
Okay.
But you are. You
But
are
I am
trying
trying to
to.
trigger. It's not like I'm just hands down the walls, like, what's gonna happen?
Moses is not trying to trigger it. Alfonso is.
Yes.
This is fun as fuck. This is just the funniest shit I've ever. All right, I love this. Okay, you gather yourself. You feel okay as you spend the pyros. It's almost like that those scenes with like the Flash gathering energy. You can see electricity kind of crackle around his ankles. There's sort of like moisture in the air and the smell of wet earth as like his Tammuz transmutations kind of kick in. And then boom, he takes off, sort of indenting the concrete floor behind him, boom, 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 or tile, indenting the tile floor behind him, blah, 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 blah. It's just sprinting down it, covering about 132 132 feet in 3 seconds, and the other, 7 feet in 1 second, just moving as fast as he can. But he's traps do go down. As he's slamming on the tiles, he feels the floor beneath his feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tiles do compress, but he's not slowing for them, which kind of makes the trap actually really fun. He hears loud sproing as bricks in the wall on either side in the shapes. There's bricks just sort of burst out in the shapes of giant hands. One of them tries to and smashes directly behind Moses as he's just fucking running. Another one behind him as he's running, and then he sees 2 in front of him. That one of them is going to do like a wall and sort of swing, and another one is just coming at him as like to grab. How do you react to this? Dodging or some sort of strength-based maneuver?
I am going to, since this all counts as my 1 turn, so well, I did it before. Yeah. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate 2 of my transmutations. I'm going to trigger my newly acquired hard body transmutation.
Give yourself armor.
And I'm going to activate my shoulders of Atlas. Or not shoulders, my fist of Talos, or the whole body one.
Oh yeah,
The better.
Yeah, the durability one.
Yeah.
Vitality. Fist of Talos is the one that reduces, but it does say or reflects it if you sacrifice your defense, which is you probably are. No defense for you because you're running full tilt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, using armor instead of my defense to hopefully try to protect me.
I love it. Okay, so you're not trying to get out of the way of it. You're just trying to plow through, and if it does attack you, armor yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to basically armor and break through.
Okay. You spend the Pyrus for Fist of Talos, allowing you to ignore points of durability per dots of stamina. What is your stamina? You said is 7.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it doesn't have durability anymore, but it still has size.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes, sorry, I can't even read my own writing sometimes. Yeah. I'm activating battery ram. So instead of just being able to punch through it, my whole body can just smash through it.
1 Pyrus reflexive, just like Fist of Talos, except your whole. Oh yeah, right.
So kind of like just Hulk smashing through it.
Okay. See the rules for breaking down doors. Okay, so you're just trying. I got you. Go ahead and roll strength plus. Yeah, it will be strength plus brawl or strength plus athletics, but no, because you're not vaulting over it. You are trying to break through it. Reduced its durability to 0, but it still has size. These are easily hands the size of a man. Big stone statues meant to grab characters and pull or smash.
I'm just watching.
The size of them is 5. So just purely mechanically, you've reduced its structure by 8. You need 5 successes to break through each hand.
Okay.
And there are 2 hands.
Yeah, but I do believe I have to roll for my hard body
to see how many. And that's also reflexive.
Yeah.
How much armor you got?
Yes.
I do. That's corporeum, right?
Correct.
Roll for that hard body.
Yeah, Azoth plus medicine.
Oh God, it's be Laura Bailey would have to make this joke. So you need to roll for how hard you get.
Yeah.
Roll for hardness.
Roll for hardness.
Roll to hard.
I had to. It's not every day you get to do that.
Adonis helps by flexing.
Yeah, right. That shit is hilarious. Flex one part of my body so all the blood goes to the other. All right. Hard body. Azoth plus medicine, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, good sir. Hard body is an instant action.
I thought it was reflex.
It's not reflexive. It'll slow you
it's
down
an
to
instant.
do it. But the other ones you can do on your turn. But gaining armor would take a moment.
That's right. I'm still gonna plow through it.
Okay.
It is instant. Okay. But anyway, still doing it. I still have my natural armor of 2, so. What is it?
You
Or
have
just give us
3
3.
2 from.
3, 2.
You have
Yeah.
3 + 2.
So just so we have the stakes completely clear, you'll need 5 successes twice in order to plow through.
Does he get to roll twice?
Climbing through.
He does get to roll twice. Oh.
So it's what's the roll?
I have faith in
Strength
you,
and
Moose.
brawl or
Strength and brawl.
athletics? Okay.
Yeah, you're not trying to vault over it or under it. You're going to go through it, just like breaking down a door.
Okay. Alright, so I have my dice pool.
No, there's no
Any bonus?
minuses. There's no minuses.
Break that shit.
There's just a penalty for failure because these hands are coming at you to grab and smash. And
You can do it. Rain.
yeah, I know it's ugly. It's like watching somebody play Prince of Persia, and you're like, okay, this is about to hurt if he doesn't get enough successes.
This is gonna really hurt.
And there ain't no sands of time to rewind.
The first one was 6.
6 successes on the first one. He's making it.
Alright.
So he just boom, just smashes through like a Moses-sized hole through the hand as it tries to slap him, and he just out the other side. Bricks and mortar moving around him, picking up speed. The other hand comes in.
Okay. Do any penalties for the second one, or
Just a -1 for having to do it again. Yeah, you lost some speed and you have to keep moving.
all right?
I really hope that he turns them off. I don't want to have to follow that.
That one I got 4. Sadness. Not quite 5.
Good on his first one.
Can he use the extra he got off a last roll to push him to 5?
Can we take that 6 and 4 and just make it a 5 and
Right? Is it like rollover minutes?
It's 10 no matter what, right?
Let's confuse Gen Z with our
Literally.
Right. Let's see. Hey, Moses. Your armor comes into clutch here as it's 3/4 armor or is it 4/3 armor?
3-2.
3-2. We have 3-2 armor at base.
3/2 armor. 3/2 fireproof armor though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not proof, it just downgrades.
Downgrades. He felt it was proof when he made it.
The goal
For
was
leather.
Right.
It's fireproof for leather, okay?
Yeah. You
It's not made of
take
dragon hide or anything.
10 bash as the
Steve.
fist collides into you. Most of the trap, which is made of stone, these are stone hands, just big brick hands animated by magic, slams into your body. And because you've taken all of the durability out of it and dealt most of its its size is 5, a human, and you dealt 4 to it, just most of these bricks break around you and the trap sort of crumbles, but you take 10 bash from it.
Okay.
Ay.
And and as the trap breaks in front of them and the other traps had sort of slammed down, 2 of them are still active and have retreated into the wall, but 2 of them Moses has broken.
But we know where they are because we saw them retreat into the wall at least. So
Yes, and where they burst from the wall is no longer hidden. You could see holes in the wall where these hands are going to come from, which makes the DC a little bit lowered for dodging them, if you were going to dodge. But he has disabled 2 of them. But once he gets to the other side, just sort of stumbling, and he reaches the wall, you could see the tiles, and they recompress.
Fuck. We do have to follow him. Shit.
But that wasn't hard. We could totally do that. I mean, maybe.
Okay,
Actually, I have no idea how we did that.
Don't
Me
make me
and
second guess
Linda-
myself.
I was gonna say, Linda can go, like, she has eidetic memory, so she could kind of, like, lead the rest of the group and be like, go sit there.
That would further I mean, that's true. She did see everything. She has eidetic memory, and that would further lower the DC. But muscle, like knowing the trap and reacting to the trap, are different things.
Yeah.
Well, at least now we have an idea of where we are.
Be on your guard. Be ready to dodge. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
And dive.
So hard, we can just dodge it, yeah? He's already taken care of half the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to? It's like a new. I feel like it's a new.
Let's see, that'll drop me down to 8. I should have did that. But that's all right.
I feel like it's a new scene, so I'm going to use a Pyros to like reactivate my perfect reflexes because I think it's per scene, not per whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to spend one for my athletic grace, so I gain a dot of dex for the scene, and my defense is increased by 4. And I'm going to like head to Moses to make sure he's okay while remembering where they step and dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodging.
I completely agree. You know where the traps are. You just have to you have to avoid the rubble and avoid, triggering one after the other. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll. Let's say Dex plus Athletics. And you're not getting bonuses, but the DC is much lowered. I heard him. He got mad.
No, he, like, Peyton was on her back and she's like, and then he jumped on her and was like,
What are there minuses?
No, there's just a check you have to reach.
Stay down. Stay down.
I got 4.
Motherfuck. Okay. You move like an Egyptian goddess. You're the first hand comes out attempting to smash, you slide under it, it slaps the ground. And the second one, you just completely you're able to vault over where the tile is, and you just clear that distance, and from that point on, you're just jumping over the hands that are already broken. You made it. You are on the other side.
And I have the swift feet and dash, so is that can I get as far as Moses?
Yes, you can. What is your speed? Is the main thing there.
Oh, mine's 10, so I'm 2 feet away from him.
Well, but Swift doubles it. So 20.
Right, but my double is 20 and his was 22, so then it would be 40. I think his was 44. So yeah. I'm just a little bit away from him.
Yeah, you make it about 120 yards or 120 feet in 3 seconds, and then in the next 3 seconds you're able to get to him for sure. Who goes next? I don't want to get slapped, guys. Oh man.
I'll go next.
Okay. Remember, it was that one. That was the one she accidentally stepped on that one, and he points it out. The DC is lower. Go ahead and are you attempting to duck? You don't want to smash through it, right? You want to avoid it like a.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm
nimble. Go ahead and Dex plus Athletics.
Dex, Athletics. I'm gonna go ahead. Dex, Athletics. I'm gonna spend me some pyros.
Nice. Fire blazes. The sanguine mist pours from your mouth.
The audience loves it.
They do. They're like, that's such a weird power.
Nice. 3 rerolls. 4.
4 will do it. You avoid completely the first one, and as you're moving, you're able to sort of avoid the second one pretty quickly. But you just don't step on the tile the first time. You don't step on the tile the second time. You don't have to duck the moving hands. You are nimble enough to just avoid those tiles, even though there's debris everywhere. You make it to the other side slowly, not as fast as the others, because I don't think you have swift feet to double your speed. But
Not at all.
So what is your speed anyway?
My speed is 10.
Okay, so double to 20. It takes you a little bit longer than the others, but you do get there pretty quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds instead of 3 and 4 seconds. But you do make it without triggering traps. All right. Hold on. I'll go.
Oh, okay.
5.
Come on, Alaska, you got this.
I'm gonna spend
You got this, mate.
I'm gonna spend a willpower. I'm gonna spend Pyros. Try not to
I'll go
lose.
after you.
Don't
So
lose
that
my
way,
dice.
if you fall, I can pick you up.
This looks good. 1, 2, 3. Wait, just 3? No. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. Okay, he is safe. He doesn't have, same as you, he doesn't have swift feet. So it takes him about 9 seconds, but he makes it across.
All right, I guess I'm the only one left. Here I come.
And Linda.
Oh, yeah. I take it all back. I don't know why I thought Linda went with when River went. Okay, well then I guess Linda and I will look back and forth.
I can
Catch
go
me if I
where
fall. No, I'm gonna go first.
Okay,
If I
go.
go last, no one's there to catch me.
Okay, go.
I'm also gonna spend a Pyros to give myself another athletics. It's 1 for 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
1. Oh no. Well, I'm usually the one who fails our rolls. I
No.
got 1.
1 success. You knew where to step, but like you're sort of kind of okay, step there. Oh, hold on. And then you're doing your best, but you accidentally click up on one of the tiles, and when the hand does come at you, you start booking it. You're able to avoid the first one, kind of roll to your feet. Your feet kind of click and compress, and you see the punching hand coming at you. You just, oh shit, and just kind of come to a stop as you take, 10 bash. As the magical hand and explodes as most of it has actually been able to reform. You don't take, you take 10 bash. As the hand, as the exploding bricks compile around you, the magic trap kind of resets. You're bleeding, but your armor helps to an extent. It would have been 13 bash. And you're just sort of bleeding. You're able to stumble to the other side. And then there's just Linda as you see the bricks. And now the place is covered in like red crumpled bricks and stone pieces. But once again, those magic hands pull back and you see those gaping holes in the wall. But now there's so much crap on the floor that you're not even sure if they'll trigger again or what will cause them to trigger. The tiles are hard to see now.
Linda's turn.
She does have eidetic memory. She does know where the traps are. Go ahead and she's going to try and dodge them and not power through them, or is she going to try and power through them?
I think that after seeing 2 people get 10 bash, I feel like she would try to dodge them.
Okay. It'll be Dex plus Athletics plus 2 for her eidetic memory.
Well, those just popped right out.
Did you want a willpower or Pyros or anything before you rolled? Oh, you did roll though.
I did just roll, which is unfortunate. Probably should have done that, but she got 3, so I feel like that's not bad.
That is not bad. Now she does know where the traps are, and in this she is able to avoid the first one. She just avoids it completely, avoiding all bricks and bits that would compress it. But again, there's so many, like she has to kind of move over mounds of stone now. and she's moving gingerly to avoid compressing and triggering it again. The second one, which has been covered up multiple times and seems to be the one that most people trip up on, with 3 successes, it comes at her.
She's got her fist. Can she like punch it?
Well, she could have if she had tried to take the offensive approach and just set herself to attacking anything that comes out. But since she had been in position to dodge, she's kind of caught off guard when it comes at her. She moves to dodge, and it just sort of clips her feet, click, and her body spins in midair. She takes 5 bash.
Well, River is distraught. Linda and Rain got hurt. Oh, Lord. And Moses?
Well, Moses kind of knew he would get hurt. A little.
Mm-hmm.
But you are through the hallway to you're able to move those last bit of yards. Your bodies are cold. Your ankles are, you're moving over snow and rock and rubble behind you. You can feel and hear the fists once again reset, waiting to assault anybody who dares come down this passage again.
I spend 3 of my arrows and activate rejuvenation.
Start to heal
and heal my bash.
Mm-hmm.
Heal 6 of it.
Once we get through the quarter 2, River's gonna like walk up to Moses and just like, "Are you okay?" And then also give and be like, "He's safe," and give Ace back.
He's like, Moses nods and says, "Stone's easier than fire."
Ace, that was so scary.
I got you, little buddy. Go on back to Moses, though.
Everyone roll wits plus composure. +2 if you possess danger sense.
I thought that was going to be more fun.
It's in composure. Plus the 2.
What are my dice? Oh wait, does Linda have?
I think she has danger sense. No.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
No, she doesn't have it.
All right, I guess you kind of wanted to be seen.
You said wits and composure?
Yes. 3 so far for you as well, Moses? 3?
Yep.
Linda got 1.
Linda got 1. She's going to be last to turn around. It's right behind me.
River got 2.
Okay.
She's too busy giving Ace back to realize anything's happening to her.
Let's see.
Monster summoning 0.
Did anybody... Nobody got 4 successes. Okay. Each of you are looking at each other, checking on one another, regenerating. Are you okay? Are you hurt? The stone on your shoulders, multiple traps, but you did make good time. Ace, I did good. That was scary. You're looking into each other's eyes. You don't really see the stone. Something just sort of slips through it, almost as if it was water, and they're just slipping out the other side. And something massive, again, the size of a boat. You see its 4 legs just sort of slink out like a massive emerald panther. Tail whipping quietly. Heads, 5 of them. Massive chest, front paws, plant. And then 1 by 1, each of these 5 heads just sort of rears. And from each of the 5 heads, almost like flowers opening up, dozens of Medusa snakes. And although it is massive and huge, it did not make a sound. You just get the feeling, each of you, that there is something behind you. Something massive. And you hear this that just sort of shakes and reverberates across the walls as you realize the Hydra Gorgon is upon you.
Oh, fuck.
And that's where we'll end our game.
Of course it is.
Can I heal now or should I heal later?
You can reflexively heal now.
Jesus fuck.
Yay.
The Hydra Gorgon is exactly what it sounds like. Just picture a Hydra's body, those 4 feet, the tail, the claws, that sort of upward sloping neck that branches into 5 heads. But those heads are each a Medusa's head, each with the snakes, each with dozens of serpents and petrifyingness.
You play God of War, I don't have to swear. All you have to do is move the stick left and right.
All right. That was a great game. We love you very much. And
Love you, squad.
we hope you have a beautiful week. If you are fans of old school fucking trap-based D&D, you probably have dug this whole Arcadia section. But next week, the Unbroken look to bring this shit to a close and emerge victorious. Until then.
With the heart of Bobble.
With the black heart bubble. Until then.
The heart of, what did you say?
Right, the heart of darkness. With the black heart bubble.
Yeah, we just gotta slay a Hydra.
No
A
big.
Hydra Gorgon.
Check in next week to see if we live or die. It should be fun.
Tommy Wonder's probably gonna shoot us in our ankle. And,
Yeah.
you know.
For real, though.
All right,
We
squad.
can't look at the monster.
We love you very much. We'll see you next Sunday. And until then, bright may be the day. Sanguine is the fucking night.
Is the night.
El Piso.